It's another beautiful day in the basement. I mean, look. I know y'all heard that good R&B music. You know, the soft, subtle, jazzy type music at the beginning. I know y'all did. But man, there's something about hip hop. There's something about that good old school rap. And that's the only reason I had to do the show. That's the main reason I had to do. Look, her, I can't listen to rap while I'm making love to my lady. That ain't cool. Not to me. This is my opinion. But when I'm done and I'm just ready to relax and lay back, I'm gonna throw a good old school hip hop joint on. No telling what it's gonna be. You know, I'm a subscriber of satellite radio, so I listen to Backspin. You know, Rock the Bells radio, and every day on the way to work, on the way home, I'm rocking out, and they always gonna play some good stuff with me. But you know, I'm not the only one up here, as you can see. You got my man JT, who's a co-host of the show with me. And we got my man, he calls himself Hip Hop Sean. We're gonna call the brother Mr. He said, whatever you want to call him. Just make sure you got respect on his name. That's all we ask for. That's it.
Yes, sir.
So guys, man, look. Let me go and get this out of the way because it's gonna be a great show, but I also gotta make sure I do what I normally do. And what I do is I like to display my Funko or my action figure of the week. And so some of y'all may have seen it. Y'all see my community page. It's Chucky. Chucky is my action figure of the week. Now, Chucky stands about 2 foot tall. He looks just like the Chucky on the movie, right? Shout out to Charles Lee Ray. That's his real name, but they call him Chucky right now. He's a little scary looking character. That's my action figure of the week. And my album of the week is Eric B. and Rakim, Follow the Leader. I think it's only fitting when we talk about this show because these hip hop artists, I'm gonna come up with my list. Our leaders in the rap game. You know, it's just my opinion. That's all it is, right? It's just my opinion. Now these guys are gonna have their own opinion, but I'm sure they're gonna be great ones. I'm sure they're gonna come up with some bangers. I know ain't none of these guys I got up for right now gonna have Vanilla Ice on their list. Now I could be wrong. They could be great fans of Vanilla Ice, and Vanilla Ice may be on the list somewhere. I don't know. He got 50 opportunities to be there. He had 50 opportunities, so he made the top 50. I don't know, but we're gonna find out right now, real soon. So, guys, let me ask you this: when did y'all first get introduced to hip hop, brother? Let's start off with you, JT. When was the first time you heard that first rap song? What was the first rap song that you ever heard?
First rap song I ever heard was Rapper's Delight.
Okay.
I learned every word probably about the third time I actually heard it on the radio. I had a cousin from the east side of Detroit that used to, when we used to dub off the radio and stuff like that. And me and him, we started a rap group. And I mean, we only seen each other probably about once a month, but we had a rap group. And that's what we rapped. It was that Rappers Delight. And then after that was probably because he started being a little more in tune with New York. So Crash Crew, the people that kind of came before them, the Funky 4+1, we started really being involved in rap for real. So we started really, whether it was on the radio, whether it was someone having a tape from somewhere, man, we started really, really understanding what this was. So a lot of people probably say the message, but no, I was a little more deeper than that. It was like, you Brown about the same age as I am. So around the time that rap really, showed itself to me, it wasn't really a thing yet. So we made it, as kids. When I was in elementary school, that's when I actually was introduced to it. So I gotta say Rapper's Delight technically, but it probably was Funky 4+1. That was the one that really got me loving rap. And then everybody else came after that.
True indeed. true indeed.
What was yours, big brother? What was your introduction?
My introduction came kind of like a fruit punch. I got a brother that's about 11 years older than me, and he
Okay.
had some of those techniques with the quarter on the needle. And I used to burn through. So it was Busy B, it was Treacherous 3, it was all of the originators of rap. And Melly Mel is actually from around my way, so the message was
Oh,
heavy. He's from Gates Avenue, so shout out Gates Avenue. And that just became a part of my fabric, man. And just cutting those records, breaking those needles, being introduced to all of this art form at like 8 or 9 years old. It made me ahead of my time. It just opened Pandora's box, and I just needed to know more. But the rapper that started off for me was Busy B. Ball to the ball, the bang, diggy
bang
diggy,
bang, yeah.
and it
Mm,
was it was over from there.
I got you. I got you. Now,
Mm,
I'm 48, right? So it's been out a couple years as far as the rap game. So when JT was announced, his a lot of people say the message. Well, that was my introduction, the message. See, say I came from a family. My father's a pastor, so when we got in the car, we had church music and sports talk radio on the AM dial. You know what I'm saying? But on that same dial that he listened to the church music on, after a certain hour, we got that R&B and hip hop. So that's where I got to hear the message. It was on the way, home from prayer meeting. For those who don't know about prayer meeting, that's that midday church on Wednesdays at 7 p.m. Eastern. So usually we get out about 9 o'clock. You know what I'm saying? We on our way home. He works third shift, so he's on the way home getting ready. So, he's really tired. He's not really paying attention to what's on the radio. But it came on and I'm like, okay, yeah. Message. That's why it's like a jungle sometimes. It makes me wonder how I keep from going under. Shit, that's what I'm talking about. I felt that way. Man, I'm only about 8, 9 years old. I don't know about the hardships of life for real. But I know, man, my daddy was strict as hell. That's what I did know. So I felt like I knew something. But that was my introduction, right? That was my introduction to hip hop. And been in love with it ever since. Been in love with it ever since, man. But I was a different type kid. Like I said, I was the type of kid. I always listen to throwback music because, like I said, I had older cousins. Sean, you say you had an older brother. I had older cousins. They was probably about uh, a whole high school class older than me. Well, when I say that, I mean 4 years older than me. So I always listen to I was just listen to the Jackson 5 on my realistic headphones. I don't know if y'all know about that realistic. That's that Radio Shack brand, you know what I'm saying? And if you had a realistic, boy, your headphones was loud as hell. And I had the old cassette player with the equalizers on the side. You couldn't tell me shit. Huh? You couldn't tell me nothing. But the first cassette that I ever bought myself was Paid in Full. Eric B. and Rakim. That was the
Peace to the
first.
God. Peace to the
That
God.
was the first cassette that I ever bought myself. My little yard working money. Went to the radio. Went to the music store. Got it. Popped it. I said, I just seen a cover with some money on. I said, shit, that's what I need. Talk about paid in full. Yeah, I want to get paid in full. I had to get it. So that was my first cassette I ever bought. I don't know about you, JT and Sean, but that was my first cassette I ever bought. You muted. You muted me, bro. JT, you muted.
So the first piece of music that I bought was vinyl
Mm-hmm.
that I bought myself, and that was Run DMC. That was the album where you just seen the hats, and DMC had the
Mm-hmm.
glasses on the top, and they had the song "If You're Blind and You Can't See, You Need to Wear
You can wear
Sunglasses
some
Like
glasses like
DMC."
DMC.
Whew, Sucker MC was on there. I learned that rap, and it transitioned into Jam Master Jay. I thought that those dudes was probably the baddest dude. I didn't think it could get any better than them dudes, bro.
Mm.
Very aggressive. The DJ was on point. Now you got to understand too. I'm coming from Detroit, so the way that we looked at music, man, it was like a melting pot. We was catching it from everywhere, but we knew that the East Coast was where it was at. I mean, it was that early. So when Run DMC came out with Suck MC, man, I'm telling you, it was a lot of people that didn't know that rap. So again, me and my rap group, my cousin, I was a little up on him for about 2 weeks. So I'm rapping their stuff. I didn't know anything about biting at that time. But that's how I ended up started wanting to be a rapper, because I just kept hearing the way that these guys put that there. And Ron was so dope. I thought Ron was dope until, I had a cousin, an older cousin that pointed out that DMC was dope with his lyrics, because it was a lot more thought that he put into his lyrics. So, that right there, man, that impact that it had on me, I ain't never let it go. I ain't gonna even lie. I've never let hip hop go ever since then. I grew up with it.
I know that's right. I know that's right. And Sean, what was your first? What was the first? What was that first piece of music you caught, man? When you had to look, you had the ends.
Yeah, I didn't have to jump right into it. Like I said, I had somebody laying the footprints before me, so I was able to kind of hold on to my coins. But eventually, I had to spend a couple of dollars, and it was on DOS Effects, man. It was on
Mm.
DOS Effects. It was straight from the sewer. They style was just crazy. They iggity diggity diggity this and that. So I went and I grabbed
Wiggity
it.
wow.
And I had to be a part of it. But like JT said, man, just it grabbed me. And that bug, like the acting bug, like any other bug. Once I heard them putting together those metaphors and them similes, them double entendres, them I was like, goodness gracious. And Big Daddy Kane just, sealed the deal. And that's that bad style in me. I'm slanted toward the style because we got so much history from Melly Mel to Big Daddy to the Biggie to the J to the Buster. Like it's so much hip hop, organic hip hop in bed style that it just becomes a part of your blood. And if you not with hip hop, you kind of going against the grain.
Mm. I know that's right. I know that's right,
Facts.
man.
Facts.
What's going on, Simon? How you doing today?
Yeah, I'm chilling, man. I'm chilling,
I
bro.
know that's right. I know that's right.
I
You know,
love that. I love that
really,
conversation about Das effects and all the rest of it. Like, that was that came out of the PMD EPMD breakup, right? We
Yeah,
didn't have
they was down with the
Das
crew.
effects. Yeah, we wouldn't have Das effects if it weren't for them. So I saw it coming. That's why I went solo.
that's another rapper. That's somebody different.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
understand. I do
Yeah,
understand.
I think
But
that's Ice Cube, but we like it.
yeah, let me go on and get the party started. We got to give a little bit of history about the gang, right? My secretary did research, so I have to make sure I put this out there
Is
because
this
I'm
your
gonna
real
get.
birthday? For real? Is it your
Well, no,
birthday?
stand down, Simon. I got you, brother. I'm gonna let you know.
All
There it
right,
is.
okay.
So right here, the birth of hip hop was believed to date back to August 11, right, 1973. So some of you old heads was around then, like JT. Uh, DJ Kool Herc, you know, real name Seville Campbell, was the first to host a back to
Yes.
school party in the Bronx, New York, right? So the Bronx is where it started. Give the Bronx credit. I don't care what y'all say. Give them that
Shout out to the
credit.
Bronx.
Thank you. Because if it weren't for that, no telling where we'd be as long as I'm in music genre.
That's why they
That's
call
where
it
it
the
started.
Mecca.
You got to give it their props. That's where
If
the
it
party
wasn't
got
for the
started, right?
Bronx, this rap shit probably never would be going on. So tell me where you from.
You know, another part of history, hip hop, also known as rap and formerly known as disco rap, is a genre of popular music that originated, like I said, from the Bronx, brought out from New York City in the early 70s by African Americans, right? So, man, us people, boy, we know how to get some shit started. We know how to put some stuff together when we want to, right? We know how to build community tie when we need to. when it comes to this entertainment, we're gonna be number one every time, I believe. So we're gonna do our damn thing, and that's a beautiful thing that we're able to do that, right? It's a beautiful thing. So Simon, it sound like you was quoting the lyrics of the great Ice Cube. Are you a fan of Cube?
I'm a fan of everything, man. It's like to the
I
hip
got you.
hop,
I got you.
hip hop, the what's that? Just like goddamn. Um, the funny thing I found about that first rap tune that was the biggest hit, was they were kind of fake,
Hmm.
and that was kind of disappointing when it hit home. Do you know what I mean? It's just like, oh yeah, I've been sort of like tuned into this rap tune. Yo, these guys ain't real. Like it was just kind of interesting, but it was the biggest hit. So I think that is something that aligns ourselves with everyday life. So maybe
Hmm.
that was their point. I don't know. Okay.
Okay.
And now we fast forward to today where nobody's real.
Well, you know,
Right. Speak it in existence, it happens.
that's what it is, ain't it?
Yo, bro, Harry, Harris. Sorry. If you say nobody's real, then you're including yourself, right?
That's fine. That's fine. That's fine.
No, Simon, what are you talking about? We talk about hip hop, man. Come on, we talking about
All
rappers.
right.
What are you talking about, brother?
No, it's
Simon,
the
don't do
same.
this shit today. Don't do this
No,
shit
all
today.
right. I'm cool. I'm gonna back down. I'm just saying it's
All right.
kind of
Okay.
interesting.
All right. Well, look here. Let's not hold the people. Let's get the people what they want. They want to get a sample. They want to know what Hinks, JT, and brother Sean's top 50. So I got to start off with the number 50 all the way up to 45. So when I break mine down, mine's gonna be broke down into genres of 5 individuals until I get to a certain number, right? So
Okay.
that's how mine's broke down. But I'm gonna
Mhm.
go and put my list up right now. I definitely accept the criticism. I definitely accept the critique. We're gonna definitely talk about it. If y'all want to challenge my list, I don't blame you. But it is my list. That's my opinion. That's all it is. And just like these guys, JT got his, Roshan got his. Simon gonna come with some bullshit, but we're gonna accept it, right? We're gonna go with it. We're gonna just go with it. But here's mine.
You need an old dirty bastard in this place. Like that's why I am. Fuck them. I don't care.
Okay. Here goes him.
I love old dirty
So
bastards.
at 50, I gotta put my man Curtis Blow, one of the pioneers, right? At 49, I got Twister, my man from the Midwest, nothing but love for the city of Chicago. I got Tretch. Now, for those who don't know, Tretch is the other half of Naughty by Nature. I'm a big fan of Tretch.
Mm,
I
Woo.
probably would put him higher if he had a little bit more stuff out there.
that's
Unfortunately, he doesn't.
no. Church is
So,
heavy, man.
Stretch was a
Simon,
monster.
please allow me to get through my 5, and then you can talk about it, right? Can you do that for me, bro? You got me?
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. I appreciate that. Thank you, sir. Cool G Rap. Now, like a lot of y'all guys don't know nothing about Cool G Rap, and that's cool. Cool G Rap's a hell of a rapper, man. He's a hell of a rapper. And hey, Symphony, you got to just hear his verse on Symphony. I just give you a small sample. Chuck D, 46. Brothers a conscious rapper, talked about shit that we definitely can relate to. When he was talking about fighting the power, you know what I'm saying? It takes a nation of millions to hold us back. Hell of an album. I love it. Must have for me. I'm gonna find it one day as soon as I get a chance. I'm gonna have to put that in my crate. And my man Common, another good conscious rapper that's always gonna bring some great lyrics, great knowledge. But he has a great song that he's with Talib as well as with Kanye. So I love that song, and that's what I just put me over, and I said, yeah, he's got to be in my top 50. So JT, you got something at the 50 to 45 spot, or what you thinking?
So the way that I did it, man, it wasn't in any particular order. I
Hmm.
had to pull them out. Now, when I did, like what I was telling you earlier, I do have my top 10 rappers, but we'll deal with that later on in life.
Yeah, we got you. We got you. We got you.
However, I mean, all of these cats, man, you know how hard it was. If I was trying to put it in a particular order, man, it would have been just too hard. It's just too much information out there. It is too many rappers out there. So my whole thing was what I didn't base it off of. I didn't base, this thing off of just who was lyrically inclined and all of these things. They had something that just grabbed me. They gravitated to me. So they didn't have to, particularly be like that authentic New York MC. You know what I'm saying? However,
You're sitting on a shelf right now.
no, I'm telling you, man. This is damn.
Come on,
near
you
10
can
years
pick
right.
your best rapper. Come on.
I can't pick my best rapper right now until after we have this conversation, because I got to talk to my brothers. They into this just like I'm in it. So let me just go in and just put my my first five that's out here.
All right.
So I put my number 50. Put 50 Cent out there.
Okay.
I put number 49. I put LL. Again, these are not. It's not a totem pole. It's just
Cool J.
number 48. Heavy D.
Woo. Yeah. Game
Rest
changer.
in peace to the God.
47. Special Ed.
Whoa.
Got it made.
Okay.
He's in the game. Special Ed was in the game.
46. Funky 4+1.
Okay.
And if you never heard it, if anybody never heard it, man, I'm telling you, y'all need to listen to these folks, man. Y'all need to listen to them, and they're dated, but it's in those times.
I got you.
And then 45. Come on, man. Gangstar Guru. Who we talking about?
Rest in peace to the God.
God.
Those some good ones.
So
I would probably pull a high, but those some good ones.
What's your 47? Come on.
Those some good ones. Those some good ones. Yeah. Simon. Let the man get through the list, then critique it, okay? I got you. We got you.
I'm listening. I'm intrigued.
I got you. Brother Sean, well, what you got, brother? What do you got from 50 to 45?
I didn't break it up into 50. I can definitely have it by the time we get through this conversation. I'll just kind of break them up into different groups. I can definitely run off 5 for you real quick. This was kind of going to be my honorable mention.
Okay, go ahead and do that then. We'll ride with that.
Okay. I got Big Daddy Kane.
Whoa.
I got Twalib Kweli.
Whoa.
I got Andre 3000.
Whoa.
And I also have Lauryn Hill.
Oh Lord.
The Queen.
And I'll end it and land my plane with another lady, MC Light, man.
Hey, that was my first CD. That was my first CD. Light as a Rock was my first CD.
No, hold on, JT. What we're not going to do is allow Sean to get away with this bullshit ass list. See, this is what I'm talking about. We're going to critique this shit. Because you got a lot of good guys too. Honorable mention.
He went to MC Light.
They just, if they was a little bit better, they'd be in the 50. You better come with some heat, Sean. If you got them names,
come on.
Now you better come with some heat, bro. That's all I can say. You got to come with some heat.
I think you're going to come with the heat, bro. I think that's why he had to come with the honorable mentions right quick.
Bro. That was some tough honorable mentions, boy. I hate to see what your direction is like, boy. God damn. Okay.
I ride with Light, though.
He heard my song with a hurt stomach, boy. Like, that's all. But again, that's that brother's list. And we're going to let him live. Yeah. Chat, y'all more than welcome to critique the shit out. I want y'all to tear his ass up. He deserves something to be right behind. I'm very disappointed. We're going to let it go. Simon, what you got for us? I need you to come with some shit. Don't come with some bullshit now, Simon.
Not at all. But I mean,
you had too.
The number one guy is Rakim, bro.
No, stop, Simon. See, Simon. Did you not hear me? That's why I had you go last, so you could have an understanding on how we run in this order.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So, Simon, I need for you to put your bottoms at the bottom. Don't tell us your number one. We're gonna get to that. We're gonna work our way up to that.
All right.
Simon,
Okay. All right.
So
So
whoever you think, if you had top 50, who would be the bottom of the 50? You know, who would be number 50, 49, 48, so on and so forth. Can you do it for me, Simon?
if I'm on an island, right, and I had my
Okay.
last playlist,
Goddamn, not the island.
I had my last playlist. It will be Rakim. It will be Snoop.
Yes. Simon ain't gonna make it. Yeah, Simon ain't gonna make it. Go ahead, Simon. I'm sorry. I didn't mean
Yo,
to interrupt.
Snoop has bottles over here in the UK, like on the shelf, like with his face on it. Like it's Snoop. Like Snoop's done that shit, like in a real way. Okay, so
Have you been sipping on that Snoop?
no, I've been navigating.
Brother Sean, he ain't gonna make it. I see. He don't know how to play by the goddamn rules. Simon, we're gonna
Not
have to
looking
brother.
good.
Come on,
Not
brother.
looking good.
Yeah.
I thought Sean was crazy with his. You sound 10 karat crazy. But go
Yeah.
ahead. You got at least
Cream,
3
yeah,
more.
that's I'm on cream crackers at the moment. Cream crackers. So that's cool. Okay, so there's been a lot of new artists that have been coming up. Like so there's this new artist called Georgia Smith. She's hot, like she's real hot. So that'll be on my list because the way she speaks and sounds and the way she puts her music across is just totally different. And just to sort of put some ice on that, you know, you can't. Most people can't make money out of music these days, but she can. So she'll be on my bucket list. Who else?
You got one more, Simon.
All right, one more. Okay, let me think because it's
And then I'm
important.
gonna put you in the back, and we're gonna continue this list. And I need for your list to get a little bit better. So I'm gonna put you in the back so you can think about it. Okay?
Yeah. I'm trying. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Hink. Hink's on my list.
Okay. Simon, man, hey, man, I'm glad you're here, brother. You're a good dude. Get your list together, and I'm gonna bring you back up. All right? And you show your face when you're ready. All right?
Yeah, salute, bro.
Right on, my brother. Right on. All right, guys.
All right, let's get back down to business.
Yeah, Lord help him. Lord help him.
Yeah.
So, always the coach said, "Who put Cool G Rap before this?" Well, your one and only Hink. I put Cool G Rap before the 70. Yes, I did. Now, this is just my opinion. This is just my opinion. Now, Ms. Cole, was I wrong to put him as 47? Or should it be higher or lower? I don't know. You tell me. I
That's a
love to
lot of
get your
years,
opinion.
bro. That's a
And
lot of
so
years between then and
another
now.
guy said, shouldn't be at 47. Okay, y'all need to tell me. Should it be higher or lower? I don't know. Y'all, I love to see your opinion, and I appreciate your comments. Thank you for the interactive. I love it. I love it. But I need to know, should it be higher or lower? Or should he not be on list at all? Let me know.
Hink,
I'm
you
just
know
saying.
what? Great idea, bro. We need to get a bracket. We need to do
Coogee Rap
another
should
one
be high.
and
Yeah.
get a racket
College
and get a
bracket. Yeah.
bracket
Get that
We did say we're going
that
to do part
March
2,
Madness
so that might
going.
have to be it.
That
in
sounds
between
good.
in
I think
between
Coogee
us
Rap
and
should be
the
higher.
Okay. You say you
okay.
think it should be high, huh?
I mean,
Okay,
Road to
my
the
man.
Riches,
I would
4,
say
5,
Tell
6.
yeah.
me I'm
Out of
early.
the
I love us,
50,
man.
out of the 50, I think Coogee Rap probably would be higher because
So I got a question. I got a
yeah.
question, y'all. Can we
Mhm.
talk this through? Can we kind of qualify these? Because Coogee Rap, he put out a lot of work. Or we just gonna name the list and keep going from there?
No,
No,
I would
look
like
here,
to
man.
qualify.
I told it. This could be a 3 to 4 hour stream for all we know, because we're gonna talk about it.
Yeah,
And we
we
ain't made
qualified.
it through the first 5 yet. And y'all killing me out. But I'm a big boy. I can accept that. It's just always the coach said lower. So my man said
Okay.
high. King Gene
Okay.
said higher. Always
Yeah,
coach said lower. God damn.
let's
I mean,
look at,
just
because
no,
I
why would you
always
put him
look at,
lower? Because I got him at 47. That means he either got to be 48, 49, or 50, or not at all. Damn, Cool J Rap tight now. I'm gonna need for you to, if you don't know about Cool J Rap, please, but girl, tap
y'all
in.
need to start. Yeah.
That
At the
road
end
Don't
to
of
do
the
the
it now.
day,
riches,
he
man.
got some new stuff. He got some new stuff right now that's
Don't
out.
do it now. Don't do it today. Don't do it while the
Yeah, I
show's
seen it.
on. I need for you to
right,
do it after the show. All right,
right,
y'all do that for me. After the show.
write it down.
That's it. And hey, play it back if you forget. Right on.
Yes,
Thank
sir.
God for modern technology.
Yes, sir. But yeah, when we talking about Coogee, because we talking about the whole what was the name of the squad, Sean? It
Um,
was Coogee Rap.
yeah,
It was
the symphony. They did
Big Daddy
the
Kane,
Juice
the
Crew,
Symphony,
the
the Juice Crew,
Mhm.
and you had the Queens, Roxanne Shante. That's the
Indeed.
only one that went at everybody in the industry at that time. Everybody. She wasn't. She
And
didn't really leave nobody out. And when she was battle rapping, she was like, "I'm calling them all out," and it was all off the top of her head.
Mhm.
Go
and
figure.
Coogee Rap was one of the first rappers to kind of like he rapped about what he lived. Like he was, out in the street getting paper. He made that road to the riches, and was he was beat severely one time, like real close to death. But just
Yeah,
the plight and his lyricism, the way he made Rated X, like it was our first time really hearing rappers put the words together, sex scenarios. I hit it in the back of a cab and all of that. Like so, he was kind of innovative. That's the only reason I say he should be a little higher. And then 4, 5, 6, he kept continuously putting out the work and kind of got phased out by the younger crew because rap is a young man's sport. And that would be my question. Do you guys think that rap should be considered like rock and roll? When you get 40, when you get 50, you can still do it? Or it's a young man's sport, you kind of age yourself out?
Man, as long as you
I,
can glue the crowd, baby, keep it going.
I think you should
That's what I
you
say.
should keep going. It should be for everybody because hip hop, for one, like I said, I knew it as an infant. You know what I'm saying? So now that it's grown, this is enough room for everybody. You know what I'm saying? It's enough
Mhm.
room for all of us. So yeah.
So my also thing is, people forget he had a list. So that was kind of
Fat
hard
tongue.
to, yeah, yeah,
Yes.
yeah. So that
Yes.
was kind of hard to understand. But so you might have to listen to it two or three times. Damn, he hit it like, okay, I got you. And
Yep.
I kind of like, okay, yeah, I like that. You know what I'm saying? So look, again, it's just my opinion, guys. That's all it is. But let's keep this thing going, right? I ain't gonna let y'all just
Yep.
keep wearing my ass out. I know that. I'm gonna take the hit, but damn, that's just my opinion. That's it. I don't mind though. It's all good. It's all love.
Go with it.
So good. Look here. My next 5 selections. Big Pun, number 44. Melly Mel. I got to give the Pioneers some love. That's why they on there. You know what I'm saying? 43. Q-Tip, 42. Kumo D, 41. Lil Kim at 50.
Mm.
Now, of
Damn.
course, Melly Mel, just the message alone, I had to put him in the top 50. But he always, he had some good things. You know what I'm saying? White lines. You know what I'm saying? He's talking about that that sugar booger.
How many people sample that? How many
Come on, man.
he sampled the song from it, and then how many
Mhm.
people sampled from there?
Oh, they freaked it out. They freaked it
And
all the
then
way out.
let me tell you what I didn't know probably about 5 years ago. I didn't know Melly Mel was the one that did Scorpio. I didn't know he did
Yes.
the dance music, like the skating
Yes.
music and stuff like that. So
Yes.
when I found out that I was like, oh man, this is the guy for real. Because I mean, think about when he did the message, that was around about the same time Rick James came out with what was that? Street. It was something about because he
Street
was talking
life.
about Brick City.
Street life.
Street life. When he was talking about Brick City, it was like that whole thing, it was like when you heard Melly Mel, it was kind of like it wasn't too much different from Rick James. Look at how they dressed back then. You know what I'm saying? Look at what they were talking about. Think about this. And this is probably for people that even, listen to the message throughout their life. Listen to that skit, bro. That skit is something different, bro.
Get in the car. Get in the car.
I said, get in the car. Like
So
how
who y'all, gang?
they put that.
No,
Right.
man, who's that, gang?
We down with
Was that a gang?
everybody see the man. Her mama got hurt really bad, man.
But
Yeah,
JP, you don't know how true words you're speaking, because again, Melly came from the star, and to come from a neighborhood like that and dress like they did to perform, you had to have a certain je ne sais quoi toughness to even do that.
To
So
pull it
again,
off.
because
these dudes, they really was putting their best foot forward.
Some of the outfits was kind of questionable, right?
Oh, very questionable. Very
they
questionable.
Had the 70s disco thing going, for sure.
Yeah.
But again, people don't forget that, Melly Mel was also in that Shaka Khan, I Feel For You. Huh?
Yep.
Huh?
Yep.
Come on now. Look, I had to put the Pioneer in there. He was gonna be in my top 50 somehow, some way. I was gonna fit him in. Whether he really deserves it or not, he's gonna be in there. Because if it wasn't for the messages, I would have been hip to hip hop. So thank you, DJ Melly Mel.
Yes, sir.
I appreciate that, Big Mel. I promise you I do. What y'all got, guys? What's the next 5 for you, JT? What you got for me?
All right, so 44. I got my man. I had to, because I didn't know and I didn't ask if we can put groups.
No, you fine. Fine. That's cool.
I put the Jungle Brothers.
Okay.
I got them down.
Nice. The JBs.
Yeah. EPMD.
Okay.
I also had Kumo D on there. One of the things that got me about Kumo D, now this is the craziest thing about Kumo D. I didn't think that he won the battle between him and LL. And the only reason why is because I didn't at that time pay attention to lyrics, right? What I paid attention to was theatrics. And when you heard LL had the theatrics. He made, like, when he said, I crush you like a jelly bean, it's like, what? But the way he said it was like, wow. So I was always like, LL won. But there was a song that Kumo did, and he gave a definition. He defined what L meant with a bunch of words.
Won't be together.
Loser, lame.
My mouth is a Uzi, and I shot him. God damn, boy, that dude was rough, man.
He went in.
I'm gonna tell you now, LL's definitely in my top 50, right?
Yeah.
And if I look at it right, he may be in my top 25, I believe.
Okay.
Let me look through. Well, let me say he's in that top 30 group, right?
Yeah.
But when he did, and that during the early days, he probably one of my favorites. You know what I'm saying? If I'm thinking about when at that time, what maybe about 91, 92, LL would have been my 5. He would have been my 5 during that time. And he hurt my soul when Kumo D did it. Man, I didn't like Kumo D for a long time. I wouldn't even buy his album. I heard a song come on. Man, fuck Kumo D. Kumo D ain't shit. He talking about my favorite rapper, LL. But
they had people split up, dog.
Hey, boy, he killed him out with that one. I said, God damn. But
I gotta say this. I envy Sean. I envy people that came from New York, man, because it was right there. Like I said, in Detroit, we had to make our New York. We had to go to the point of when we seen breakdancing, we was walking around, especially as kids, with the cardboard boxes until we got enough money. I remember going to a flooring store and went and had them to cut some linoleum. And we was carrying the linoleum from one street to the next street.
Nice.
Breakdancing, bro.
Get it in.
That was crazy. We even took, my mom was so mad at me because I was trying to take the convoy to to the parks and stuff like that back then, because we were really into that, man. That breakdance, man, we adopted so much from New York, where it was just like we had to make our own New York. All the terminologies that they were saying, like we used to say fresh, we used to say bugging. We didn't start saying that through the Detroit thing. That was coming from New York, so it was just like I said, I was very envious of dudes from New York, man, for real. And that's paying mad homage to y'all. But let me finish these last two off.
Appreciate that.
My next one was De La Soul. Now the craziest thing about that was, you look at De La Soul and you look at the Jungle Brothers and Queen Latifah, all of them, and it was I think the name of the group was Spoken Word or something like that. But it was Mommy
native
Love.
tongue. That was the native
tongue. Yeah, native tongue. So I was like, damn, should I put them all in one? But because they were just dope to me. They was really, really dope. But that was De La Soul, Jungle Brothers, EPMD, Kumo D, and I got my girl Light as a Rock. I definitely got my girl Light as a Rock. That was my first CD I ever bought. And even if you hear it right now, like when you heard, a lot of people don't even know her and Milk D are brothers. And Milk D, he got what we call the anthem. That was the anthem.
Best Style, baby. Shout out Best Style.
Yeah, man. And that right there, and she got a song that got that same beat.
It's called Beat by the Dope Style Taker. Tell you to your face, you ain't nothing but a faker. Word up.
So that's my girl. I'm definitely gonna ride with her. And that's my 5 right there, bro.
I got you. Sean, what you got, big brother? What you got for us?
Okay. I'm getting my camera game back on track over here, but let me give y'all my 5. And I'll get back to my camera. So right now, shout out to everybody y'all just mentioned, man, because they definitely coming up. I think me and you, Hink, we share 42 with that Q-tip. So I'm going right now. Ludacris.
Okay.
Scarface. And now I'm at around 42 with you, and it's Q-tip, coincidentally. And then my final 2 is Ghostface and Raekwon. I keep them right next to each other like they belong.
Yeah. Sean, we're gonna be beefing, man, because you are disrespecting the guys that I love too damn low. But we're gonna keep it moving. We're gonna keep it moving.
They are something else. Yeah, man. We can talk about it, man. You think they should be higher, Hank?
Scarface should be higher.
Scarface should be higher.
Yeah, y'all gonna hate mine then. Y'all gonna hate mine.
Well, we gonna have a conversation about that right there, man. I just knew too many. I got Scarface on there, but we're gonna have to have a conversation about that one right there.
Then let's talk. Let's keep this thing moving, baby. We gonna keep this thing moving. God damn, Sean, I can't believe it. I got you though. I got you. 39 through 35. The DOC. Now I know he only had one album. But dude, that was you talking about if everybody only could have one album, that dude would be in my top 5. If everybody can only produce one album, and that's all we got from him, DOC will definitely be in the top 5 for me. That album was tough. The Formula. Great album. What
was your favorite song?
The Formula.
Yeah,
that was my favorite song.
I was listening to that coming home.
I like Funky. I like
it. Yeah, I like Funky.
But the Formula, so that dude was smooth with it and just flowing.
His voice was nice.
High wisdom, roll with man. That
powerful.
Yeah. Being a DJ, that was my cue. Like when I used to do vinyl, that was where I used to mark that spot right there. So every time I used to grab it, I knew exactly what I wanted to do. And when you did it, like when that part right there,
boom, man, that drop, boom.
Yeah, it was just Dre did his thing on that one right there, man.
Yeah. High energy, born with the wisdom, knowledge of a rich man. Man, come on, man. Look here, I'm telling you, if they could only have one album, that dude will be in my top 5.
Okay.
Easy. Just that one album, man. But I had to, And you see how high I have even in the top 50 with just one album. He only has one album, guys. Well, look,
Yeah.
he tried to come out with another, but it just wasn't right because his voice, his vocals, right?
Yeah.
So you can only go by that one album he has, man. It's just unfortunate. But that dude was a hell of a writer. He wrote a lot of stuff for a lot of people too. So
Oh, heck
shout
yeah.
out
When
to
you
the
find, if you
DOC.
find out of that, you'll be like, yep, we can go ahead and put him right there in the top 5.
So next I have Rick Ross, right? You know, repping the South, along with Juvie, number 37, Big Boy, number 36, and number 3550. So
Okay.
that's my next 5 right there, guys. And I see they already on my ass right now. I see, you know.
Yeah,
What they
50,
say?
50 was good. I don't know about the other 4.
Damn. You see what I'm talking about? Sean's on me already. On me already. God damn. He's part of the chat crew. He killing me out. He killing me out. But man, yeah, that was a must for me, boy. Well, I like I said, it's that was my next five. What you got, JT? I ain't gonna let y'all keep on getting on my head. Y'all ain't gonna keep doing. Cause Shami, you already beefing some of these rappers. You got too damn low. But we're gonna talk about it.
I told you wasn't no particular.
No, I'm talking to Sean. I'm talking about brother. He know what I'm talking about. He's so disrespectful. Some of these rappers, he got that damn low.
Okay, so 39, I got the Beastie Boys.
Okay.
Paul Revere. They got a lot of shit. I ain't gonna even lie, but the thing that caught me was their first album, and then everything else, man. It was like, man, there's a lot of people that took a lot from them because they started being more producers and EMD, creators and stuff like that. But I had to put them on there, man. Brass Monkey, Paul Revere was probably the best. A lot of people don't know it's Paul Revere.
Hold on, JT, real fast. Let me help this sister out. Sister Nicole, if you can't see nobody else, go on my my page and you click on my link so you probably see it better because since I really started the stream this way, it might show all the comments. I'm sorry you're not seeing them, but yeah, if you come on my stream, I think they dropped my link in the chat or my if somebody can drop my link in the chat for me, and that would help the sister out so she can see all the comments.
Yeah, where's she seeing it from?
She might be on my page. She might be on our page.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
From my page too.
Oh yeah, if she wants to, like I said, get on my page. You can see all the comments that way. Unless it's something other way you can do it, I don't know. But see, look, little brother agreed with me. Good list, Hink. I know that's right. Thank you, sir. I don't know what Sean and JT talking about. My shit to shit.
No, I had 50. I had 50 on there.
I just messing with you. But we'll go ahead and finish. I didn't mean to interrupt you. I just want the sister to try to help the sister out.
All right, so we went Beastie Boys. The Storyteller, Slick Rick. You know what I'm saying? Here we go.
Yeah, here we go.
Then I got my man, Big Daddy Kane. No doubt. I wish it would have went down with him and Rakim. I just wanted to hear it didn't even have to be a versus. I just wanted to hear both of them cats just vibe together. Then you always gotta have Chris. I'm still number 1. KRS-One.
Brother Harris, can you share it? I think you said she's looking on yours. I don't know if she could see it when I post it on mine.
So yeah. You might have to share. Give me 1 second. I'm on it.
Okay, thank you, sir. Sorry, JT, man. I keep disrespecting you. My bad, big brother. Go ahead.
No, man, you good. And my 35 is from the Bay Area.
Okay.
E40.
See, y'all got more disrespect, boy. Y'all so goddamn disrespectful.
Hey, we can talk about it. We can have a conversation about it. We can have a conversation about it.
Let me tell the people
got something for you, man.
Let me tell my people from the basement. Guys, I'm starting to question why I brought Brother Sean and JT up here with this this bogus ass list. They so goddamn disrespectful to my list, to my favorite rappers. They just disrespectful. So hey, the views of brother JT and Sean does not reflect the basement. I'm gonna say that right now. Because these guys are disrespecting these rappers. But I'm gonna let them live.
Hey, man.
I'm gonna let them live because it's their
40
opinion.
Waters
And
is
that's
one of
all
mine.
about
He
it.
the truth, bro.
Oh man, Sister Dakota, Brother Harris,
Right. It's on me.
he dropped the link and so you can probably sit down and just tap in that way, sister. But go ahead, Brother Harris. Let's come with your garbage ass list. You
All
already
right.
get me out. Man.
All right, here
God,
we
man.
go.
This
So,
bullshit. Where your wife at, man? Where your wife at? I know her list is better.
you don't want me to say. I might get yelled at in the chat because she in the kitchen. The girls might yell at me in the chat. My wife is in the kitchen. I'm sorry, y'all. But it's coincidental.
I know it. Go ahead, big brother. Go ahead.
Right now, my 5 is Reverend Run DMC. Okay. And I take it to the Midwest to Common Sense.
Okay.
And after Common, I come back to New York for Cameron with the school computers computing and the Scooby-Doo scooting.
Cameron didn't make my goddamn list. He's so trash. But I go ahead.
He is trash, but he gets it going.
Hey, I'm sorry. I thought my mic was muted. I'm sorry. I didn't know I said it.
And right below him is T.I. rounds out my list.
Okay, I can fuck with T.I.
Oh goddamn disrespect, man. This is blasphemy.
I can definitely fuck with it. You don't like T.I.? You don't like T.I., Hink?
T.I. should be higher. I ain't gonna lie to you. T.I. should be higher.
Oh.
Just my opinion. Just my opinion. That's all. But brother, brother Sean, I appreciate that. I appreciate it. Man, I'm questioning this goddamn list. Boy, I'm telling you, I'm questioning this list. Guys, please. This list is questionable now.
Look, they said you filed on cameras, Hink.
She said I question too. She said I question. She said, what is in your glass? What is in your glass, baby? That's what she wants to know. Oh shit.
They say,
oh
hey,
man, I ain't gonna lie.
They say you file on the cameras.
I guess I am because I can't. He didn't make my list. That motherfucker's trash to me.
You don't like camera? No. Maybe it's because of his flow. It took me a minute, but once I started fucking with him, I was like, all right.
Okay, now you back in the fold.
He ain't on my 50. He ain't on my 50, but I'm just saying, I definitely deal with Dipset.
I got you. But we're gonna keep this thing flowing, boy, because I see we're gonna have to go back over this list as we get towards the end.
We're gonna have to. Hey, we need to get us a bracket. We need to fight for real, then, and we gonna go.
Jesus, this is crazy. Y'all are disrespectful. All right, let's go with it. 34. KRS-One. Yes, sir. Boogie down. Boogie down, Bronx, my man KRS-One.
I'm disrespectful.
But you got him. You got him on. Yeah. See, you got him on 30. Really? He ain't even in your top 10.
KRS is my number 1. So look what you did to me.
You mean the author of the hip hop Bible is not even in your 10?
That's the creator of the hip hop temple.
Don't have me go get my Bible.
Look,
blasphemous.
KRS-One at 34, yeah. Hey, look, if you unsubscribe to me, I understand. I ain't gonna hold it against you, baby. I'm not gonna hold it against you.
He talking about you. He wrong. Omit. Hey, look, when you omit like that, man, you're lying to yourself.
She said Cam was good and paid for.
That's the only thing Cameron was good on, was paid for. Because as far as this rap game, Cam was trash. I'm gonna say it again. Cam was trash.
Oh man.
Boy, look, they on me, boy. KRS-One in the top 15. I'm disrespectful. She said, shameful. I know that's right. Much love to the pod. What's going on, good brother? What's going on? Hey, let me keep this day going.
What's up,
Beanie
cuz?
Siegel, man. Y'all know about Beanie? Man,
True.
I got smoking back of that.
32.
I like
Dr.
Beanie. I
Dre.
don't know if he in my top.
Hey, it's my, but JT is my opinion. That's all it is. You see, they killing me already. They killing me out. They killing me out. Queen Latifah, number 31, the Sisters Code. And number 30, my man, Killer Mike. Huh? Shout out to the South, baby.
I can mess with that.
Okay.
Shout
All
out to
day
the
I ain't mad
I
at that.
dream about. All day I dream about sex. That Adidas, that shit was dope as fuck.
So
Yes,
hold on.
sir.
Listen, he said, since I disrespect your man, Cam, I got to let you go next. Who is your 34 through 30, baby? Who you got,
Yeah.
big brother? 'Cause I
34 through
disrespect your man
30.
so bad.
I got you. 34 through 30. 34 is Royster 5'9".
Okay. Stand up 313.
Yeah, he's pretty good. Right above him is Corrupt from the Dog Pound.
Okay.
Mhm.
Right above him is Big L from Harlem, New York City.
Gotta be on it. You gotta be on the 50.
And right above L, I'm gonna go ahead and put Pun. Stay right uptown and just throw Pun in there and get him in.
Okay. Dope.
Look, I can't fight that list. I can't fight that list. I can't. JT,
Okay.
what you got for us, big brother?
All right. Here we go. 34. I got UGK.
Nice.
More goddamn disrespect.
That's not
More
bad. You
goddamn
know,
disrespect.
It's no particular order. Trust me when I tell you, no
me.
particular order. I listen. That's why I damn that. I'm just gonna say my list, man.
Now go ahead, big brother. You good?
Okay.
We just,
I
it's part of the
got
hell. You got to
UGK.
catch up in hell, JT. You know how it is.
You know it ain't no particular order, man, because I got my man Meth right up under them at 33.
Mm-hmm.
The thing is, though, I did put Wu-Tang Clan because I respect every one of them. So I probably can get somebody else and put it in that slot. But number 32, I got my man Nas, Nostradamus.
See, that's more
And y'all
disrespect.
know it's
That's
no
more
particular
goddamn
order.
disrespect.
That's why I keep saying 1, 2, 3, 4.
No,
That
I'm
is
put the blame
5
on you.
32.
I'm putting the heat on you like they come for me, JT. You got to get some of this heat too. Go ahead, big brother. My bad.
Hey, look, is that 5 or what do we do? No, it's 30, 34 to 1, 2, 3.
At least 30.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Then I got Buster Bus. Definitely got Buster Bus.
Damn.
And then I got Hard and Cold, Ice Cube.
God damn, more disregard, goddamn respect, boy.
You ain't got him on your 50?
No, he's higher than that. But
Okay.
I don't have it in a particular order, though.
I got you. God damn, but it hurts me when you did do it live. I got you, JT. I ain't gonna hold you. Look here. Here's 29 to 25 for me. Next man up, Red Man. After that, LL Cool J, number 28.
All right.
Number 27, Missy Elliott. 26 is Gucci. And 25, MC Light. Kick this one here for me and my DJ, baby. Huh? Go ahead, JT. What you got?
Okay.
Let's Sean next.
No, I'm gonna go back to you. I'm gonna keep switching up. I ain't
Oh,
gonna,
okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I need to get this. I need you come with some more bullshit. I'm sure. I know Sean got some bullshit from him. He already killed me out with that first with that bottle 5. He killed me out.
Well, I don't know who said it before I did, but I'm gonna tell you right now. My dog is the dog, Snoop Dogg. I got him as my 29. I got my man Yusef, aka Mos Def. I got him at 28.
That's my guy. Shout out to Black Dante.
and you know I gotta have L. Big L. He's in it. 2, 3. Then I got the other Big Pun, no doubt. And then I got the duo, Outcast, Big Boy, Andre 3000.
Mm, 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 mm.
We gonna have to get a bracket, bro. I'm telling you. I would love to fight for the 100. It's 150 between the three of us. I love to be able to put them in order, and we argue on what go and
I
what
mean,
order.
I'm gonna keep it funky with y'all. I kind of came prepared for class today. I brung work to show. I really came prepared to give my top 5. You know what I
Oh
mean?
shit!
Because you guys were doing the stream, so I figured y'all gonna rock y'all 50, and if we got enough time, I'll be able to give my 5. And if we go deeper, we go deeper. But
We
I
know
was prepared to have 5,
look, Sean, we're
and I
gonna get
brung
to
work
top 5.
to
We're gonna
show.
figure
I
out.
brung to show my work.
I
Right.
told my lady if that means I do a 3 to 4 hour stream in order to get it off. We're gonna get it off tonight.
We're gonna get it
I'll
off
get
tonight.
the kits and I'll make it ready when
Let's
I'm done.
go.
Let's go.
Let's go.
So ain't no need stopping now. What is yours, Sean? You already killing me out this bullshit.
Okay. Right now, let's move on up the echelon. And at the bottom of the 5 is Snoop Dogg from the West Coast.
Y'all ain't shit, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. We gonna come back over to the East Coast for right above him is Black Thought from Philadelphia.
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. PA.
We go back out to LA and get Cube now. And throw Cube right above Black Thought, which was hard for me
Holding
to do,
hard.
but I still did it. Above Cube, I'm gonna do DMX, the dog,
Dark Man. Yes,
Dark Man
sir.
X, and above Dark Man X to round out my 5 is gonna be Meth. It's gonna be Method Man, Clifford.
Yes, sir. METHOD, man.
Look here, guys. I told y'all. The opinions of these other 2 dudes does not reflect the basement. They are disrespectful with some of these people they got on this damn list, and the ones they put, I think, low are just a slap in the face, man. Please forgive them. Y'all pray for the brothers. That's all I gotta ask for. Y'all pray for the brothers. This is outrageous disrespect, man. I can't believe this. I cannot believe. Let's go, man. Let's keep the party going. Goddamn. Number 24, Ludacris. Luda. Okay.
Okay.
The dirty South is ruling this mother.
That boy
I'm
got
telling
lyrics.
you.
Damn. And
Number
I
20.
feel guilty because I don't even think I got Luda even on my list. I
see,
may.
JT. Yeah, we
No,
Biggie,
I
you
do.
gotta
I
get
got him.
Luda.
I got him. I got him.
You got to get the Simon treat.
Yeah, no, I got him. I got him. I
The
got
boy
him.
could rap. The boy could rap.
And I would have felt guilty on that one right there. That's
Number 20,
unjust.
number 23, Bun B.
Yes,
Number
sir.
22, Pimp C. 21, Pusha T. And number 20, T.I. Boy, the South is all in that list right there, boy. Represent.
I mean, these mugs hitting on all 3 of our lists, though. T.I. done hit on all 3 of our lists, so that's what's happening.
What you got, JT?
All right. 27. Did I already say Big Pun? Well, we had 25, right? No, we had 25. My bad.
Yeah.
Outcast. No, how the fuck did I? Oh, no. That is 25. I'm sorry. All right, so here we go. So the God, Rakim, 24. I got Hove, Jay-Z, 23.
Sean, you heard this bullshit. You see why the opinions
I
of these
don't hear
people
nothing wrong with that.
Like the show.
I'd have put Jay-Z lower, honestly.
God damn, boy, y'all ain't right. It's a tough crowd, guys. It's a tough crowd.
22, I got Brick City Stand Up, my man Redman, Reggie Noble.
Yes, indeed.
21, I got Biggie. Like I said, no particular order. And then 20, I got, come on, man, Machiavelli, Tupac. That's it. Right?
Don't reflect the things in the basement. I told y'all. Y'all heard this list.
Wait, I haven't heard neither one of y'all had Tupac on there too.
Yes, because he's high for me.
He's higher for me too. He's a little higher for me.
So,
Right.
so
No
what you
particular
got,
order.
brother? I got you. The chat ought to be turning your ass up after you just said that.
Right.
My man said Pusha T. You don't like Pusha T?
Oh God, like him to do what? Stop rapping.
God damn. Well, y'all ain't right. Lady said Jay-Z lower. She agrees. Damn.
I agree. He said, all right, then.
Biggie Small is the illest. I got you.
Yeah, Biggie Smalls is the illest.
Go ahead, Sean, with your list. Go ahead with this trash ass list of yours. God damn. I know you.
My trash list. Yeah, let's go ahead and continue. I think I'm gonna go with. I finished off with Method Man over there. So at the bottom of this 5 is Redman.
Okay.
Right above him is Jay-Z. I would have put him lower, honestly, but just based off his body of work, he lands a little higher. Right above him, I got Chuck D, the God, Public Enemy #1.
Yes, sir.
Above Chuck D, it was kind of hard to come to this honesty, but Eminem, man, the white boy from Detroit. And right above Eminem is 50 Cent.
Just more goddamn disrespect, boy. God.
Hey, man, they deserve to be on that 50, bro. They definitely deserve to be on that 50.
No,
And
I'm
the
not saying
crazy,
they don't,
you know,
but I got him high. I'm just saying, I'm letting you know right now.
oh, you got M higher?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Okay.
Yeah. Remember I told y'all gonna be a little shocked at my list when I see it.
Yeah.
I'm a guy from South who's gonna represent the South, and I got more Southern rappers in there than any other rapper too. So some people like, oh, what you doing? The South is riding this and ruling this thing, baby. What y'all know about the dirty South? Ain't that what the goody mom say? Look, let's keep on going.
What you really know about the dirty South? Yes,
let's
sir.
keep on going. Let's keep it going. Number 19, Kanye West. 18 for me, J. Cole's. 17, Jada Kiss. 16, Busta Bust. And 15, Method Man.
Okay. Amen.
What y'all got for me? What heat do y'all got for me now? I'm ready for it, guys. Chat, what y'all got for me?
I don't know. Probably you probably got about
that laugh. Or did I come through with some good shit?
You got about 4 or 5 that ain't on my list.
God damn, none of those on your list?
No. Those were. I think you hit every one of those on my list. Every one of those was on my list. I'm just saying over the whole what you talking about right now. That ain't on my list that you named. Now, my number 19, Lil Weezy. You heard me? Then going right there, and I'm gonna stay right there in the booth. We're gonna go with Mystical. Michael Tyler. Number 17 is AZ. 16 T.I. 15 is that tongue twister. That's where we at.
Sean, what you got, brother?
It's about to start getting hot over on here on my side. I got
it's too late.
5 guys that start to rap. I mean, again, you know, the way I'm basing mine may be different than what you're basing yours on. But at the bottom of my 5 is Kendrick.
You know it's all good, baby.
Kendrick Lamar at 5. Right above him is GZA from the Wu-Tang Clan, the Genius.
Okay.
Above GZA, I'm throwing Nas. And above Nas, I am putting Mos Def, Black Dante.
Yep.
And above Black Dante to end this off, I'm going with. I don't know. I'll take. Give me AZ. I'll take AZ.
Hey guys, look.
Over 50.
Ladies and gentlemen of the basement, your boy needs to get a sugar break because they lower my level of sugar. So shout out to those who know who only
We actually shouting out together, man. We shouting out the same ones, bro. What is those peanuts?
No, guys, y'all list is questionable. Shout out to Circus Peanuts and Orange Slices. The candy that one of these days will sponsor the basement. I promise you one of these days. I'm going to get them to sponsor my show. But I'm going to keep on snacking on them. I'm not going to lie. That's my candy. I guess that's old man candy. Some people call it old man candy, right?
Right.
Oh, man. Let's keep this thing going. Says she thinks Too Short will be high. I don't know about that. Damn, son. You snapped on that part. Okay. Ain't nothing wrong with my candy work, baby. That candy good. I don't know what you talking about. That's some good shit. 14. Lil Wayne. 13. Kendrick Lamar. 12. Drake. 11. Big Daddy Kane. Number 10. Biggie. What say y'all, fellas? What say you?
All right. So at 14, I got Lauryn Hill. 13, I got The Boss, Ricky Ross. 12, I got The Game. 11, I got Jada Kiss. And 10, yeah, Young Jeezy.
I can dig it. Sean, what say you, my brother? Come on with that questionable list now. Come on with that questionable list.
All right.
We're going to talk about this.
That's cool. I'm always up for it. All right, let's do it. We got J. Cole. I got above J. Cole, I'm gonna have to put Busta. Above Busta. Damn. It's getting tough now. All right, above Busta, I gotta put.
They sweating now. They sweating gas.
Above Busta, I gotta put Big. I didn't want to, but I had to. Above Big, I gotta throw Pop. He was just better. And above Pop, to round off my 5, I gotta put the OG up in there. No, did I say Chuck D already?
Yeah, you already said Chuck D.
I said Chuck D already?
No. I think.
Yeah, I don't think I said Chuck D. Right? Yeah, I don't think I said Chuck D. Okay, I gotta put Chuck D to round that 5 out. That's the top. So he would be my 15.
Not bad.
Well, I told y'all guys, the views of some of these cats don't reflect the basement. And we're going to talk more about this. Now, we broke into that top 10 factor, guys. My number 10 was Biggie. Now, my 9 through 6, I'm sorry. Tupac, number 9. Number 8, Andre 3000. Number 7, Jay-Z. Number 6 is Nas for me. Now, these guys had these other guys lower, and they was disrespectful. So I know y'all can't say too much about this selection. I think the only one who didn't have Tupac that low. Well, I think y'all both had Tupac that low, didn't you?
Yeah. I'm not.
So I know, guys. Ladies and
I
gentlemen,
fuck with
I know
Tupac,
y'all
but
can't
I'm
speak
not.
my
I
way.
don't look at Tupac like everybody else do.
I got you. I
What was that
can
last one you said, Hink? What's the last one you said?
Nas. I got Tupac. I got Andre 3000. I got Jay-Z, and I got Nas.
Okay. Yeah, we got
somebody had to
all those on our.
represent. These guys are so disrespectful to Nas. I just don't understand it. They was totally disrespectful to Nas. So I had to represent. Tupac should be higher. No, Tupac better be glad he made the top 10. I'm just letting you know that now. It's just me.
But I ain't mad at you. I ain't mad at you because I do look at Pac a little bit different than a lot of other people do. He wasn't like, you know, we'll talk about Pac in a little bit, bro. I respect him, but it ain't what how everybody else looked at him.
But let me
Yeah.
but
I thought he was a better actor than he was a rapper. So
yeah. While we got that break, I'm gonna put a little known hip hop fact out there, right? So Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince was the first rapper to ever win a Grammy.
Mm-hmm.
For those who didn't know, was the first rapper to ever win a Grammy. The next one, Eminem, aka Marshall Mathers, became the first person from hip hop community to win an Academy Award back in 2002 when he took home the statue of the song for "Lose Yourself." Right? Yep. All right. Shout out to the Midwest. Shout out to the East. And we have Jay-Z and Kanye West won the most Grammys with 24. Shout out to them brothers. Shout out to them brothers. So, Brother Sean, you want to go with your 9 through 6 before we get down to the almighty top 5?
Yeah, 9 through 6. I got J. Cole at the bottom of that. Above him, I put LL Cool to the J. And above LL Cool J, I'm gonna throw Kanye West. Right above Kanye, I'm gonna put J. Cole. And above him, to top this list off, I am going to put none other than my guy. Let's go with
What's happening, Sean?
Did my sound go out?
No, you good. You good.
Oh, you good, bro.
We didn't hear the last one, the number 6.
Oh, my last one is who is my last one? Who did I just name? J. Cole, right?
Yeah.
All right, above J. Cole.
Then you said LL Cool J or something. I thought you said.
Yeah. Let's go with. I'm gonna stop there. I'm dipping into my tops. I'm dipping into my tops now.
Okay. Well, let me say this real fast, JT. When we go into the top 5, I'm gonna do them one at a time. So we're not gonna do all 5. We're gonna do one at a time. I'm gonna go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right? That's how we're gonna do it. But go ahead, JT. I'm sorry, bro.
All right. So my number 9, Gucci. Number 8, Ludacris. Number 7, them dudes that promoted that that Adidas Run DMC. Number 6, Darkman. Now listen, because you guys have y'all have y'all's in order. Let me just run off my next 5, and then I'll tell you out of that 50 who is in my top 5. Is that cool? So then my number 5, Kanye West, Black Thoughts, DOC, Chuck D, and the last one was Kendrick Lamar. But like I said before, it wasn't in no particular order. However, I do have a top 10 and a top 5.
What say you, Sean?
What am I up to? 9 through 5?
Yeah.
What am I doing?
Yes. 9 through 5.
9 through 5. Okay. All right. Number 9 is going to be I got Kendrick Lamar. Number 8 above Ken is above Kendrick. I'm gonna put Tech 9. Above Tech 9, I'm gonna put MF Doom. Above Doom, to round out my 5, I'm gonna keep it funky. I gotta go to Chicago. I gotta go to Twister.
That was pretty dope. That wasn't bad at all. All right, Mr. Hink.
I'm not gonna critique. I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna let it live, baby.
You gonna let it breathe for a minute?
Yeah, I'm gonna let him live with that one. I'm gonna let him live with that. Guys, I'm definitely gonna make sure I drop the link so y'all can never come up and like I said, debate us, talk to us about us, critique us, do what y'all need to do, as well as y'all can do it in the chat. We greatly appreciate the feedback. Thank you, guys. My number 5. Now I had to put 2 people on her because it was hard, but I knew I had to put both of these guys in the top 5 because they deserve it. So those 2 guys are Eminem and DMX. Eminem and DMX is my number 5s. It's like, 5A and 5B. But they both deserve to be in that top 5, in my opinion. So I had to put Murray. I know it's a little caveat. I know I kind of jacked up the system, but man, I had to make sure I had them in there. So that's my number 5. JT, what you got?
All right, man. My top 5. Shit, y'all about to be mad at me.
No, I'm too late.
I'm going from number 1 to number 5.
I got you.
My number 1 is Big Papa, Biggie Smalls. That's my guy. My number 2 is Jay-Z. My number 3 is Method Man. My number 4 is Rakim. I got a bunch of names up under number 5. So I have to go because it may be a full moon tonight, but I got to go with my man KRS-One. I got to go with that. The Prophet. That's Lord, my top 5 right there.
Lord help us. Lord help us. Brother Sean, what you about to come up with? I know you got some shit for me.
Yeah. my top five is at
Well, just,
number
just go with just
five.
number five. Just go with number five.
Number five is Slick Rick. Slick Rick, greatest
Mhm.
storyteller of all time.
Okay,
I
okay.
believe
We're
that.
gonna go with that. My number four. A lot of you cats gonna disagree. I can care
That's right.
less.
We was only supposed to drop down one, man. My bad.
Yeah,
I went out of
that's fine.
sequence.
That's fine. That's fine. We're gonna charge it to your mind and not your heart. That's all.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Number four, Scarface, aka Brad. That dude's tough, man. That dude's been rapping through 4 genres and still holding his own.
Yeah.
God damn it, that's my man, Scarface. Shout out to him. What you got for number four? Well, JT, you already ruined it for us. Which
I could just tell you, Rakim was my number 4. So.
Okay, Rocky was your number 4. Sean, what you got number 4?
My number 4 comes out of my honorable mention.
Okay.
So that would be Jadakiss.
Oh, okay.
All right. Number 3 for me is Ice Cube. Y'all so truly disrespect my man Cube. I don't know why. Y'all disrespect man Ice Cube.
I got him in my top 10. I ain't got him in my top 5.
Yes, Sharon. Scarface over DMX.
All right,
yeah,
so
I'm just letting you know, you gotta listen to the Scarface, man. Scarface is a beast, man. He's a beast, man. I tell you.
Scarface is definitely a beat. All she had to do is listen to the Ghetto Boys first, and then listen to The World Is Mine.
Mm-hmm.
Once she listened to those two, she'll see his growth. No doubt. So we on number 3, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I know I said it already, but it is the METHOD. Man. Wu Tang. Yeah, my man Method Man, no doubt.
Yeah, that boy Cole.
What you got, Chuck?
That boy Cole. I go back as I go higher up. I go back to the originators, man. And for me, the person that goes at number 3, right above Jada, is I'm gonna have to go with. Damn, that shit was just on the tip of my tongue. Curtis Blow. I'm sorry, Curtis
Okay.
Blow. The Breaks.
Yeah.
I got you.
I can smoke it bad at that. Yeah. All right, Hink.
Number 2, E40.
Okay.
E40
Hopping over
is my
barbed
number 2.
wires.
Not bad.
Told her hold my sack.
It was definitely hard because the guy who I got number 1, man, is a monster too. But man, I love E40.
Yeah.
Talking about one of my favorite rappers of all time, right there.
So that's why you were so disgruntled, because you wanted
Man, right, y'all
you wanted
disrespectful,
him in the
man.
clouds. All right, I got you. I feel you on that.
Who was your number 2, big bro?
Oh, my number 2 was Hove, most definitely. Okay. You know.
Okay.
Yes, sir. All right, Sean.
This is the runner up. The runner up. It originally was Rakim. But that's recently changed.
Okay.
Yeah. After listening, I gotta go with let's see. Damn.
It's hard, man. It's hard when you get to the
Hard
top.
out here for a pimp. Hard out here for a pimp. I gotta go with Melly, man. I gotta stick to my heart, man. Stick to
All
my
right.
heart. Best style,
Memphis.
Melly Mel, standing on my sacrophiliac. Number
Yes,
2.
sir.
hmm
Got you.
So I had to make sure I highlighted this comment. My man said, E40 top 5. What the hell? Yeah, dog, you must ain't heard 40. You must ain't heard 40. He was popping that game back in the early 90s, man. When he told you he was tired of being stepped on with the click. When he told you about drinking that Carlos Rossi. And when he told you,
Make
he
it a sprinkle,
he
baby.
keeps a mirror in his practice so he can practice looking hard, huh?
Sprinkle me,
And he
baby.
told you about
Sprinkle
your
me.
boys out here saving these hoes. Don't be a captain. Come on now. Why is he not in the top 5? Man, he's on type of game. Well, people won't realize he wrote the lyrics for everybody in the clique.
Yeah.
Everybody in the group. He wrote the lyrics for his brother D Shot, his Sugar P, and his cousin Be Legit. And still had his own shit. Oh, that dude was tough. Yeah, he's in the top 5 for me for sure. Now, I understand if you don't like him in the top 5, I can respect that, Andy. But he's in my top 5. Please believe it. Please believe it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
He said top 5? Yes, sir. Go back and listen to some E40 songs and you'll see what I'm saying.
Oh, he was before his time, dog. I didn't like it in 93. I did not like him. I had a dude from Alabama that was trying to put me up on some E40. I wasn't trying to hear him, man. I ain't started really rocking with E40 until like 94, 95, something like that. And then once I started listening to all of his archives, I was like, oh hell no, this dude's is the truth. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I feel what you're saying. Most definitely.
Can't tell me shit. I come from a broken up home.
Yeah. And even when you hear like Mount Westmore, when you hear the Mount Westmore shit, man, it's like, damn, they were supposed to have did that shit, man. It's dope. It's dope. And then they did it where there was no pressure. Ain't no pressure on none of them cats. So they made what they want to make with each other, like they was, when they first started out rapping. You know what I'm saying? So that's the dopest thing in the world, to have enough money to do it like when you was broke. So I got
somebody in the back. You got to show me your face or something so I can see where it is in the back. I look like they put that. Sean, that's not you putting up another.
Yeah, that's I got a video that I could show whenever you guys have time. You just let me know.
We could do it now then.
Start off with 16 dots on the paper. If 4 bars was this long, I see like a graph in between them 4 bars.
A bar is a grouping together of 4 beats.
Indeed and proceed are internal rhymes because they happen inside the sentence. Man made a mix and Band-Aid to fix are multi-syllable rhymes. The other thing Rakim does later in the verse is cross the bar line. Crossing the bar line happens when a sentence like "the rhyme can't be kept inside" doesn't end when the bar ends. If you listen closely, you'll hear that the second syllable of "inside"
party is live, the rhyme can't be kept inside of me.
lands on the first beat of the next bar. Rakim even references this in the lyric, and it's pretty clever.
So that's kind of how I see it, and that's how we judge it. You know what I mean? When I'm judging, that's the only reason why I say we all might be looking at it different, because I'm looking at rhyme scheme, I'm looking at dropping on bars. Like, these guys were geniuses. If people only knew the things that these guys were doing with words.
They were doing with words what people went to college to learn. And they did it, you know what I'm saying, right off the top of their head. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, especially when it came down to that. And I think, imagine if R&B singers learned how to write songs through the rhythm and the cadence of rap. They probably would have had a whole lot more songs too, because just how rap is, man. It teaches us how to count. You know what I'm saying? It teaches us. Like, I remember first, you probably remember your first rap, or when you wrote it down or whatever, and then it just got to a point where you understood what a bar was. Like now, yeah, people they say bars, but like I was in a band, I was in marching band and jazz band, and I had private lessons and all those different things. So it didn't take much for me to learn, how to write a rhyme in bars. But just like what they were just saying, how Rakim did it, he was a little before his time, because it flowed over the four beat, the four bar, you know what I'm saying? It went into another bar, but the way that, he, wrote it, and how he said it, and all these different things, man, it's dope. This is why I think this is why one of the reasons why, man, we love hip hop, because those fundamentals is something that you just be like, damn. A lot of people don't even realize they be rocking off the cadence, the melody catch their ass. It's like so much to it where you don't even realize how much is catching you. That was one of the reasons why I ended up being a DJ, because I started understanding how to cut in on a song. I also understood how to blend a song, like what they call now mashups. We used to call astraps, and it was like, and you definitely know this. I think both of y'all definitely know this. We used to call mixtapes what they really were. It was songs that were mixed up.
Yeah.
You had an acapella and an instrumental, and when you can get a collage of those acapellas and instrumentals, man, and you got somebody like a Don Q, or you know what I'm saying, you got a Clue, when they used to do those mixtapes, man. That's why they used to sell so good, because not only was they playing new music, but they were putting it over old beats, or it could be new beats over old lyrics and things
Indeed.
like that. That was one of the dopest things about, to me, what hip hop really was, man. It was like it bridged the gap for so many different things, not just racial and all these different things, but it was like what what you wasn't supposed to do. Hip hop defied that. It was kind of like jazz. That's why when you look at all these other ones, you look at rock, you look at jazz, you look at R&B, you look at classical music and all these different things, and you said, damn, hip hop took from all of that and created something brand spanking new. Brand spanking new. And it was all, and once you start studying hip hop, then you be like, damn, I'm in it. I think that's why you, me, Hink, we can sit back and we can look at what's happening right now, not by what they're talking about. It's the message is not there. They have a deficit of a message. It's not that they're giving a message, it's that they're giving, it's a deficit of it. It's like they did what they're doing right now as adults, what we did when we first started trying to rap. So it looked like, it don't seem like it's something new to us, because we like, that's what we was doing when we was trying to be rappers. Now that shit hot. And then when you go to the message and you say, "What, it ain't doing nothing either." Now I gotta say, the cadence is a dope ass cadence. The beats, anytime that you can tap into your lower frequency, shit gonna feel good, even if it ain't good to you. This is why I can never give hip hop up, because it's still something right there that we can actually get back to. It can be repaired. Whatever's been broken, it can definitely be repaired. And one of the things we know, if you've been an artist, if you appreciate artistry or anything like that, you can't tell an artist what they can and can't do. So that's what make it hard. That's what make it hard to be able to judge something, you know, like we was just doing with our list. You know, your list is what touched you. Sean, me, we all got different ways on, you know, how things touched us in when it came down to how we appreciate it. But at the end of the day, we can come to one consensus, man, and appreciate the shit out of it.
Mhm.
I don't want that, and I think that's one of my biggest things. I don't ever want our, you know, next generation and the generation after that to lose that part of it. It's just gonna seem like something in vain. And that's what it looks like it's going to. I don't know if it is going there, but that's what it looks like it's doing anyway. I'm gonna go ahead and land that plane right there, bro.
Nah, that was dope. But what they did is they just turned it into music, and it was more than that for us. It was a lifestyle. It was different facets to the culture. It was the DJing, the hip hop, the MCing, breakdancing, graffiti. Like these things meant something. You just alluded to MC Light, beat biter. Like now
Yeah.
they wouldn't mind if you were a biter or a follower. It's just we didn't do that in our day, sounding like somebody else, and that's why we love the music so much. Because E40 didn't sound like NWA, didn't sound like Special Ed, didn't sound like Tretch, and nobody was trying to sound like anybody else. It was
Right.
deliberate, and that's what makes it, you know, so much different, and why we hold on to it, and we can raise our families by it, because it's like I said, man, it displayed so much. Biggie was more than just music for people from Brooklyn. He was confidence. He was, you know, so many other things. Like a fat black motherfucker came to the world and said, "You love me," and the world loved him, and the women loved him, and he made like so. You know, he just gave us pride in Brooklyn. He showed us that confidence is really what people are attracted to, and this is what hip hop kind of did for all of us. It showed us that we had a voice, that we mattered, and that's why I love it so much. And I had to be here tonight. So thanks for having me, man. I appreciate both of y'all lists and this segment, man. This is dope.
For
Same
sure.
here,
Even though
bro.
I question y'all list and it was questionable, I still got number love for you brothers. I promise you I do. But let me go and get this number one. Number one, coldest rapper of all time out there to me. In my opinion, I don't give what nobody else damn say. We touched on it. We said his name, but let it be known. Rakim, number one.
Peace to the God.
Number one for me. To the point I gotta let it be known. I gotta play the clip. I gotta let it be known. I got
Twist. Put the tape on pause, and
It's a
that's some
must.
more to yours.
Yo,
Then you
peace
fake
to
it.
the
Number
You're
God.
one.
ready for the neighborhood, man. Bro,
Number one.
Yo,
So I don't know
bro.
what who y'all get number one is. He ain't better than mine. I'm letting y'all know right now.
I'm
He ain't
gonna
better
tell
than
you
mine.
right now, my number one, and this is my thing. I just look at the God as the God. I can't even put him on a list anymore. Even though I did tonight, I just put him as a God. And the reason being is that he resonated with me so much, man. I used to have like waves, right? I used to just have the waves with the Murray's grease, and you know, and I had my thick, and I had like my hair was, it wasn't like, it didn't curl up quite right. Right, so my shit
Shout out
was
to
kind
Luther.
of like
Shout
white
out to
boy
Big Luther.
shit.
Shout out to Big Luther.
So I had to do some, I like how they learned how to do it today. I used to have to do the whole trick with the wave cap and the shampoo and the, you know, and washing it and all that shit just to get my waves to where I needed to get them. But I used to have to let my hair grow really, really long in order for it to look. It looked like it was short, but it wasn't. It was just laid down with the waves. And when I saw that video right there, that was the video that got me to a point where I needed to get that high top fade. I went to Walgreens and got a pair of clippers and some scissors. And I combed my hair backwards and it went up, washed it, put some conditioner in it, and I shaped it just like Rakim shit, man. And that was the beginning of me having a high top fade right there. The dude that was
man.
in that video dancing, nobody knew who he was. That was kind of like his debut of people seeing him. They heard his music, but nobody from where I was. Now, New York, y'all might have known who Flav was, but it was funny as hell. Yeah, my shit going on. My baby cooking for me. But it was funny as hell because when Flav came out, everybody used to be like, who is that dude with that McDonald's hat? McDonald's had this Mac Tonight hat with the glasses, the orange glasses. That hat was a McDonald's hat he had on. And he used to do that dance. And it was funny. When we saw him at the Def Jam concert, when they did that Def Jam tour, and he got on them big old speakers and he started doing the Flav, because we didn't know what it was. He did the Flav. Then you had a couple of other rappers when they came to our city. We seen when Dougie Fresh did the Dougie. Like I said, from Detroit, we adopted that whole thing from New York, man. And we kind of like made it like we was a part of New York. That was crazy. I hated the fact that New York had it first. I ain't gonna even lie. I hated the fact
It's so
that New
good.
York was rocking it like that. They was like, no, that's the Mecca. I'm like, damn, and especially being, 12, 13 years old, you don't know where things come from. You just following a trend and stuff like that, man. But when I saw Flav do that dance, it was so funny because we just called it the Flavor Flav. That's what it was. And from that point on, when we saw him with Chuck D and you had the whole clan, what was the name of the clan they had? SW1?
The S1Ws.
S1W.
Yeah,
Then they
yeah,
had
yeah.
the
Professor Griff
DJ.
and Professor.
Oh
Yeah,
man,
yeah.
they
Terminator
Terminator
X,
X.
yeah.
Professor
It
Griff.
was
And
like
yeah,
that
Professor
vibe was so
One
hard.
was the head of security.
Yeah, yeah. But Flav had it so dope, man, where everybody started wearing clocks. They started wearing clocks. They went from wearing gold chains to wearing clocks to wearing those black leather medallions, the African medallions. It was like,
I had one of those clocks on a rope too, boy.
yeah.
And I got it in the shower section of the Walmart. That's where I found it.
He had a song called Clocking. He had a song called Lamping. I'm lamping. I'm lamping. I'm
911 is a
lamping.
joke.
It was like, man,
911
it
is
was
a
so
joke.
fun, man. It was
Yeah.
really like hip hop was so fun, man. Where the way we dressed, we started grabbing, and this was crazy. The South, the West Coast, everybody was looking at East Coast. Everybody was looking at East Coast. And a lot of kids didn't know that they were getting a lot of the things that they were getting from the East Coast until they got older. That's why we call it the Mecca. That's why we call it the Mecca, bro.
Guys, I dropped the link in the chat. It's pinned up to the chat, so y'all are more than welcome to come on up, and we could talk about and debate this list that me and the fellas put out. I know Sharon saying Rakim is great, however, he's not in top 5 rapper on anybody's list. Well, Sharon, I'll say to you, I'll be damned.
Sharon, yeah, I
He's
respectfully
not only top
disagree.
5, he's number 1 on my list.
Yeah,
For real,
yeah.
for real.
He would easily be number 1 on mine as well, but I lean in a different direction. But Rakim is definitely that guy. I know exactly where that video was at, man. Fort Greene Projects. He was friends with this guy named Killer Ben Hink, and street dude. But Rakim was into music, and that's where the real 50 Cent comes from. That neighborhood, Fort Greene. 50 Cent was a stick-up kid, and he would stick up anybody to the point where you never know if you run into him. And that really is like the soundtrack to my life when it comes to Paid in Full, when it comes to Check Out My Melody. It was dope music, but that that era, that aura of Brooklyn came with a certain level of vigilance. You definitely had to know where you were and how to behave at times. But Rakim was definitely the God MC. It's not too many better than him if anybody.
So 90 says facts, Sharon. 90, the link is in the chat, brother. You're more than welcome to come up and we can talk about it. You're more than welcome. You know that. Said his
Absolutely.
catalog is a problem. I don't understand. He has more than 2 albums. He has, I think, 3 albums. As far as I can remember, he might be 4. I'm going to have to double check that. But I don't understand what's wrong with his catalog. If he got 3 albums, what's the problem? What's the problem? But we like I said, you're always welcome to come up. The link is in the chat. We could talk about this. But that's Hink's number 1. What say you guys?
My number 1, I kind of prematurely said it, but I'll say it again. It's the notorious Biggie Smalls. He with his lyrics, man, literally it was something that moved me. You know what I'm saying? It surprised the shit out of me from some of the shit. I just remember that the one that he did when he killed himself on record.
Suicidal
That
thoughts.
was so powerful, man. I was just like, damn. But then even on, a lot of his mixtapes, man, a lot of the stuff he did, he had a song with him, Heavy D, Big Daddy Kane, Tupac. I think it was somebody else that was on there too. And I was just like, these cats is really, this is like the mixtapes was when you really knew who was, who was really fucking with one another. You know what I'm saying? And that's where, like, when people talk about the beat between him and Tupac, I just never fell into that whole thing because I knew it was something that was a lot bigger than that. Because it was a heartbreaker to me when both of those guys was out of here. When they both got deleted, it was just a heartbreaker. And one of the reasons why, because you got people that was unmentionables that was in their clique, and one of the dudes that in my opinion, and I'm mad that I didn't really, I guess I did have you on my list. I had Tribe Called Quest, but Q-Tip is a dope producer, and Q-Tip did a lot of things that a lot of people just don't know that he did.
That's true.
And one of the things that he worked with was Biggie Smalls, along with, this was before Busta Rhymes was Busta Rhymes by himself. This is when it was, the leaders of the new school and all those different things. This is when you had those cliques that was really trying to make it happen. When you had Puff Daddy as being, what was he? The president of Uptown Records. And you had
Yep.
remember that song? Do
Andre
you remember that
Harrell.
song that Andre Herrera had put everybody together? He had
Uptown kicking
Uptown kicking it. Yeah.
it.
It was, man, that right there. I don't know.
Yeah. He
what
had
it
all
is,
his
but
artists, Mary J. Blige and Father MC, and
yeah. It was just like, it was brand new. It was like it was a baby. And they were like, man, we about to promote the shit out of this. You had all those people from Money Earning Mount Vernon. You had the cast that was really trying to do something. And I just remember how Mount Vernon people was really trying to promote, where they were from. They were like, we were part of New York too. Shit, damn it. And they was getting it in. And so when you start seeing how hip hop, where it was going, I understood why so many people in New York had so much pride in New York, where they was like, we ain't gotta listen to nobody else. We ain't gotta fuck with nobody else. This is it right here. Because they had so many boroughs, they had so many, different groups and managements and things like that. I understood exactly where the business was going when it was, well, I guess it was in his teenage years at that time. But when you start really paying attention to these guys that we have, like Hink, you said your number 1 was
Rakim.
Rakim. I said Biggie, but damn, I can't take anything. That's not to take anything away from the God at all. You know what I'm saying? It was just it was just the way that, it resonated with me with him. But it was the same thing with Rakim, how it resonated with me. like I said, his style was so dope. He made me go from doing brush waves to having a high top fade. You know what I'm saying? I was probably about 15 years old at that time. So the God, he really
True indeed.
influenced me. Yeah, that
True
shit was
indeed.
dope,
True
man.
indeed.
And he
Who you
put
had?
your boy Flav on. He put your boy Flav, because if you get a chance to watch, I ain't no joke. Look how much time they gave Flav. He was damn near in the whole damn video doing that dance, man. And
You would
nobody
think
knew
he's hey, you would
exactly
think
who
he's
he was
a
yet.
you think he's a neighborhood dope head. Well,
He was all of that. That's why Chuck gravitated to it. Chuck was like, no, this motherfucker out here. He that dude. But
he's a
that's
hell of
my
a hype
man.
man, wasn't he? He's a hell of a hype man.
He was a hype man, but
Absolutely.
he also was
And
a
that's your
dude that,
liaison. He's
yeah,
a liaison to the street. You know what I mean? You're gonna keep a lot of wolves off you having
he
a
was the
nigga
one
like
to keep you
him,
close to the
one of
streets.
them resourceful niggas, that shifty, jifty nigga that can get it done. So, he
Yep.
definitely played his part.
Flav in his 60s right now, bro. In his 60s. And he's still kicking, and he's still out here making moves. So big ups to him. Just by being, it's kind of like, I know somebody had mentioned like Old Dirty. I didn't realize how not only talented Old Dirty was, but how much he was hip hop. The dude was definitely hip hop. Sometimes that, your life can get in the way of your talent. You know what I'm saying? So, but when I hear these mixtapes, that's one of the things I loved about hip hop. I didn't want to listen to, what people heard on the radio. I was trying to get exclusive shit. That was one of the things that's what made me be a DJ. When I started really understanding that it's about more than just something that's on the billboards. Because if we get to start talking about that, we start talking about MCs and groups and stuff like that ain't even made the billboards before. That's a whole different conversation. That's a whole different conversation. But
Okay.
I think we moved on something, bro. But we might need to ponder on doing the bracket. 100 slots. 100 slots,
March
bro.
Madness.
You
March
know how hard
Madness.
that shit is? It seems like it's 100 slots. But that'll be a hard thing. Yeah,
Definitely,
like March
man.
Madness.
That's
Be
what it'd
dope
be
as
like
hell.
too. Filling it in. That's what it'd be like too.
hmm
Yeah.
Who'd you got? Who'd you have your number one?
My number one is the God, man. KRS-One. KRS-One. Number 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Just, the temple of hip hop, self-destruction, self-destruction, self-destruction. And you see me, Hink, I'm always trying to, educate, teach, at least spark a conversation, spark a thought. And, I might not take the best route, but nonetheless, my destination is to start a conversation, to get you to thinking, to educate yourself, because knowledge is power. And KRS-One, he was that. You know what I mean? He was the one that put out "You Must Learn." You know what I mean? Told us all about Benjamin Banneker and, Madam C.J. Walker made the straightening comb, but you won't notice if you weren't shown. And this is what I was cultivated from. That's when my seed dropped in the pot of soil of Rakim, of KRS-One, of Queen Latifah, of Big Daddy Kane. So these people made me think of myself as precious, big, a king, somebody worthy, the God. Like you see what I talk about. You know what I mean? Peace to the gods. And I'm always shout out the world class, the algorithm. See
What's
what the
up?
algorithm bring up? You just bring up
Yes, sir.
that upper echelon. That's what hip hop did for me. That's what New York does for me. That's what adds to this aura I bring to these boxes, my cadence, my tone, the words I choose. The reason why I know so many words is because, like JT, I wanted to be a rapper. But in our day, when you wanted to be a rapper, you wanted to be actually a good rapper. And to be a good rapper, you need to know words. And to know words, I need to read the dictionary and the thesaurus. So that's why I lean on the square. I lean. It's well-roundedness, because rap, my belt is $100,000. The restaurant I eat at, my McLaren, my foreign women. But when you say I gotta have a registration, I'd be like, huh? What?
Yeah.
Huh? A registration? Nah, if you're gonna have that air of je ne sais quoi, you have to have it all the time, and that's what hip hop did for me. They were vegetables. It was no this shit you hear now. It was Rakim, KRS, Big Daddy Kane, and them niggas molded me and shaped me. So for me, it's KRS One, the teacher, the God, the school, and Rakim. I would not put him a far second. He's first as well, 1 and 1A. But that's I absolutely agree with y'all. I love y'all list, man. Thanks for having me again, man. But KRS One to God.
I got you. I got you. Well, class, what's going on, big brother? You good tonight?
I'm fantastic, jacked up, motivated, excited, ready to win.
Right on, right on.
Yeah, I don't. I was just. You did. So you did 50. You did a listen to 50.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, I was just wondering where. Where was I at on that? I just want to know. What
You was
what
you
I
was
played.
552.
Ain't that a
on
bitch? Dang.
About the same place we need to put your ragged ass Baltimore goddamn Ravens. Last.
Hey yo.
Golly. Jesus Christ.
But at least you made the list though.
Okay.
You made the list.
Yeah,
I
he's
got
down there. I saw
offended.
his name.
I'm offended. I don't think it's 5 niggas in the world better than me. Listen, I mean, you had to add them niggas together just to figure. Like what Lil Luck said, you used to battle on the roof and lose at the jump. Listen, my list is gonna be different, right?
Okay.
Because you gotta understand, like in 1995, I was 10. Right. So I didn't literally listen to a lot of Rakim. Now, my homeboy Will, he just turned 50 this week. So that's his man. Like that's his Rakim.
Yeah. Shout out to him. Shout out to the 50.
He wouldn't
AARP, baby.
He refuses to let me not know who Rakim is. So, and he just literally one of the like dopest artists, period, ever. Like Rakim is literally one of the dopest artists, period. All language arts, all arts. Like he's just
talk about it. Peace to the God.
What he do is when you good at it, like I was in high school, he was battling in high school. I told the nigga, I was 16. I said, I'm trying to help you get your mind right, man. For shots at your forehead flapping over your eyes like bang. We used to battle every day. So when you know how to rap and you watch the older generation, you like, damn, I can't do that. You like, you can't. It's like, nah, I ain't that good. You know what I'm saying? So my list, I said that I preface it because I think of my era, it was like, it's like the nigga we made it era. You know what I'm saying? Like what they had in the 80s and the beginning of the 90s, it was like, this Wu-Tang was just everything. Like Wu-Tang was it for me. You know what I'm saying? So everybody was flexing. Like everybody was really showing their skills. And in my era in the 90s, wasn't nobody better than Big L. I mean, they got big, but they sleep on Big L. So that's my guy. My number one. I don't know.
Big Lee.
I don't know if y'all doing top 5, but that's my guy. Best greatest rapper of all time. Mine's is just crap.
We definitely went through a top 5. So yeah, we definitely did through a top 5. And so like I said, we did top 50, but like number 5 for me, I had to put a caveat in there. I had like DMX / Eminem as part of the top 5. Scarface was number 4. Ice Cube was number 3. I had E40 number 2, and then of course I had Rakim at number 1.
So I had to always ask, but when people do their list, what's like your criteria? Because my criteria is just skill alone. Because if you do impact, it's gonna be like Drake will be in it. Like if you just do,
if you do impact, it could change. It could change a lot, right?
Right.
But mine was based on the lyrics, man. That's the first thing I listened to. I know a lot of people like the beat. The beat got to catch them now. Yeah. Your lyrics, what you're saying, is the first thing I'm gonna hear. I'm gonna zone out the beats just to hear the lyrics. Because guess what? I could put your lyrics on another beat and take you from 10 to number 1 because the beat's tight And now I'm more engaged with it because I hear the beat. Now I'm more inclined to listen to what he's saying now. Some people not like that. I'm listening to the words first.
Indeed.
I need to hear what you're saying, how you having it flow. You know, how do you, and what you talk about. Are you talking about something that's relevant right now? You know what I'm saying? Yes. That's what I do. And I want to, not only that, you got a bit of change up. I know, everybody was talking about the dope game, selling drugs and this and that, what they got. But I need to hear about other stuff you're talking about. If that's all you're gonna talk about, you're not gonna keep my interest too long. You know what I'm saying? Because that's not the lifestyle I'm living. That's not what I'm doing. So it's gonna be kind of hard to hold my attention when you talk about the dope game all the time. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I base mine on.
So my five is I got Jay at 5. I have Siegel at 4. I got Big Pun at 3.
You said who at number 4?
Beanie Siegel.
Okay.
Beanie Siegel at 4. I got Big Pun at 3. My guy from Baltimore, King Los at 2, and Big L number 1. But I got 3 stacks at
That
6.
nigga's a street nigga. You a street nigga, boy. That nigga stayed outside, boy. He was never in the house.
He used to battle up the right up Garrison from Liberty Heights and going over. He used to be up Garrison. He used to be right down. Los is a legend now. But yeah, and I got 3 stacks. Andre at 6. Then it's like it get congested at that point because you got Lupe, you got Jada. It gets tight. You got, and I was big on
lyrics.
Keith Murray, Talib Kweli, Eric Sermon. Like that group. That's what I was listening to. Yeah, people that can rap. Like we have rap. I don't know.
Yeah. Pretty much.
People, a lot of people sleep on Andre 3000, man.
That
dude was tough, bro. That dude was tough, man.
He's a monster, bro. Oh,
I give you one song. You listen to that Bombs Over Baghdad. Just listen to that.
I was just about to say Bombs Over Baghdad.
Bombs Over Baghdad. You listen to his verses on that, gonna have you soul right in there. God damn.
Elevators.
Like that.
Elevators. When you hear elevators.
I mean, again, remember that first video that I played where
on Sunday show, saying that, hey, I'm living check to check. If you don't move your feet, I don't eat. So we living neck to neck. Come on, man. God damn. I can relate.
That's how I be tripping. They be like, who's the king of the South? I'm like, it's Andre 3000. You can get a little Wayne all you want.
3K. Nah. I mean, again, people they kind of forget, and that's why my list kind of goes the way it go, because I kind of base it off of all of the things that y'all saying, but impact, the time that you came out, how people received you, how you changed the culture, how you push the culture forward, how you kick the door open for the next dude to do what he do. Like all of that is incredibly important. So, like they put that first video I put up, like Rakim, he said he used to put the dots on the paper just for a guideline, and he made it to the point where he put so many words that you could fit no more words in a 16 bar. There's no more words that could fit in there. Mathematically, scientifically, I did it, and that's the shit that I loved about it. The science, the attention to detail, the way we really wanted to be good, the way they really wanted to be good at the craft and the art is different now. It's like everybody can rap. Anybody could be like 50 Tyson, no disrespect to nobody. Ariana Grande, these people have made raps. So I hear the dude that bang on his chest.
How she get in that goddamn category?
She did. She made a rap.
I get what he's saying.
Anybody that bang on their chest and say, I can rap, I hear you, but anybody can rap.
But it's a multitude of things. That's why, like what we was talking about. The reason why I can say, like with Too Short, right? Too Short knew that he wasn't as lyrical, as an MC. But what he did was he related. Yeah, he found out what his wheelhouse was, and he related. That's the same thing with a lot of these rappers. So And that was what he was about, relating to other people. That's why people mess with him now. This man 50-something years old, and he still can come out here and put some songs out, and people be like, I feel him. If you actually listen to Tupac, that's what happened. He really related to people. His lyrics was resonating for a lot of people. Me, myself, I knew him more. I thought he was just a better actor than he was a rapper. And it was just because of the time I was in. It was the time I was in. I remember listening to his rap, and I remember I didn't even know who he was until somebody was like, that's Tupac. I done seen this man for 3 years in a damn movie. I didn't even know he was a rapper like that. And then once I started seeing his videos, then I started being like, okay, I see what this dude is about. And when he started doing his, like, I don't know what to call it. It's not militant music. I mean, it wasn't militant music. It wasn't pro-black. It was just something that was, he read that just, it was like, I got to get this shit out. I got to get it out. And when he got it out, the shit was like, damn, Strictly for My Niggas was so goddamn straight. That's why people loved him, because they was like, this motherfucker can sit back and talk about something that was done to black folks, but at the same time, he can go back and say, amongst us, these niggas was fucking me over, or this nigga did. You know, it was like, it was before that, you know, all eyes on me shit. It was something where you could say, I see exactly what he's saying. Once he got to the, not all the eyes on, was it all eyes on me? Was that the double CD?
Yes.
Yeah, All Eyes on Me was the double
Okay,
CD.
so when
yes,
he
it
got
was.
the double All Eyes on Me, it sounded like he was contradicting himself, right? But people that
He was a
followed him
Gemini.
knew. Yeah, it was. They just knew.
He
He
was
just
a
no. They
walking
was like, look,
contradiction.
right? This nigga can chew and bubble. He can chew and he can chew bubble gum and walk at the same time. But once he got to that Death Row and all that shit, it was like the people that actually was following him and listening to his music was like, damn, yeah, it's dope music or whatever, but this shit ain't gonna last long, bro. You out here talking about West Side Thug Life and all this crazy ass shit now. And he started to lose his core audience, the ones that was like, I understand what the fuck you talking about. Because when he said Strictly for My nigga, then he could go right back and say Brenda got a baby. He can go right back and say, you know, we ain't taking this bullshit from these motherfucking crackers no more. He can go back and do that. He could go street. He can go corporate. He can do all that. As soon as he did All Eyes on Me, that made him look like a hypocrite. And that's why people don't understand what happened with him.
Yeah, because
this
you know
man was out here.
He started
Oh,
off
go
as
ahead.
a conscious rapper to me.
Yes.
And that's why he came off as, and that's why I seen him as, you know, when I first heard him.
Really? So
To
holla
me,
if you hear me. Holla if you hear me.
He was talking to his homies.
yeah.
Holla if you hear me.
I seen him as a conscious rapper before, and as you know, pre-jail. Once he went to jail,
So
then
hold
I
on,
think
hold on.
he got.
Let me ask y'all a question. Wasn't his first album called Tupacalypse?
Tupacalypse. I didn't. That's why I said I didn't look at him.
That sound conscious to y'all? Tupacalypse?
No, that's why I didn't. That's why I didn't look at him as that. That's why I looked at him as a motherfucker that was putting out some good ass content, and he didn't sound like he was contradicting himself until he got to All Eyes
No,
on
I
Me.
feel y'all. I feel y'all. My thing is he appeared to me in my opinion, the quintessential Gemini. He was very impressionable. Like you said, when he wanted to do a Brenda's Got a Baby and pull your heartstrings for sympathy, he could do that. But when he wanted to do a cop killer song, he did that. And didn't y'all remember he actually got accused for inciting people promoting violence and doing violence against police because he made this song? Like, Tupac was very indecisive. Y'all see that? Like, y'all see the way his life planned out. If you bailed him out of jail, his loyalty.
His lifestyle was like that.
Indeed, and like he said, when they bailed him out of jail, he pledged his loyalty to him, and he was like a pit bull that just ate some gunpowder. Just tell me who to get. But y'all see what that, how that ended up for him.
How old was he? How old was he when he died?
23 years old. Nah, he didn't
Was it
make it to
23?
24. Just like Payne. Remember in Payne, he said, "Well, I make it to be, 23," and he was
So I
23.
got a daughter right now that's 27 years old. I could not see, even if I had a son that was that age, I couldn't see them trying to take the world and put it on their shoulders. They're going to be confused because the same people that you was trying to fight for also was the same people that didn't like your ass. When he went to prison, they was trying to put that he was raped and all these different things. And it got to the point where that's why I never looked at him up here or below here. I looked at him as like, damn, he doing good today. All right, I hope he can make it out. When he got shot the first time, remember the first time he got shot? I was like, oh, that ain't cool. Cause I mean, he went, as soon as he got out the hospital, what'd he do? He go to the studio, he started talking to niggas that shot him.
That's what he do.
It was like, oh shit, man. It was like he was scared. I was nervous being around his music and all this, because it was like he went from going in a studio, making an album, you know how long it takes for an album to get made, or even a single to get made, and go. This motherfucker was trying to get shit released after he did it. Hit Him Up was I tell anybody, I can't stand that song. I hate it.
Damn.
Dope ass beat, motherfucker. But the vitriol that's in that shit, I said no. I can't.
He and his feelings.
I hate
Tight.
Takeover. I hate Takeover, but I like it.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
And Super Ugly. Like I hate that.
So you don't like the whole battle. The whole battle. You just didn't think he
with Pop. You talking about with Pop?
Now you talking about Jay-Z now, right?
Okay, yeah. The battle.
No.
I love that shit. I love that shit just as much as I love the LL Kumo D. I love that shit. That shit was lit. Look, I gotta say, one of the reasons why I really loved it, because I didn't see Nas come in with that ether shit. I did not see him coming with that shit, man. I thought it was just, it's gonna be Jay. And when he came with the ether, it was funny because, again, I'm from Detroit. Most people was riding with Hove. I rode with him, but I never rode with anybody when it came down to disc records and shit like that. I just was like listening. I'm like, who gonna come with the next shit? Who gonna come with the next shit? You know what I'm saying? It was fun to hear it, because I'm trying to hear how witty somebody is, how clever they gonna be, what they gonna pull. You know, it's like that shit was fun as fuck to hear. But once it started getting to a point where we talk about gunplay and all this shit, motherfuckers started getting shot, and normally it don't even be the people that's the rappers, it be their loved ones, you know what I'm saying, cousins and friends and shit like that. Once that shit started getting too fucking real, that's when I started losing my interest in the whole dissing and beefing and all that shit. I'm like, this shit is starting to get crazy as hell. That's why I went to the MJGs and the 8 Ball and you know, all of them cats in the South. The South was a little more lax.
It always been like that in New York. Like Scott LaRock got killed. I was KRS DJ. So
not only was he his DJ, do you know before he was his DJ, you already know this, that was his social worker. KRS-One was homeless in the motherfucker, bro.
Yes, he was in the shelter. But nah, this shit, that violence always been around. What up, World Class?
What's up? Look, I listen, the Takeover, right? The thing that was like, I forgot which one it was. He was going at Nas, and it was one of the ones from my beat too. What was it?
Yeah, it was Prodigy.
So I was like, I'm like, bro, I love the album at first. I love Takeover. I was like, you know, I'm little at this point. I don't know what am I. This came out like 01, 02, something like that. So I'm like, in my teens, I'm just like, bro, you know, this is Nas, though. This is nasty. Like, you know, you got Mace, but then you got Murder Mace. This is like Nas, and this is nasty Nas. I'm like, okay, I don't think Nas is gonna take this. And then, man, when Ether came out, I was like, bro, God damn, because we Rockefeller this, we rock, you know what I'm saying, throwing up the dynasty, doing all of that. You know, they was hot. They had the dynasty. I think at that time was out that dynasty out. So I was just like, bro, why in the hell? Why did you mess with this man? Like we all
But
know this
again,
guy's a work.
that's no different than this space that we see that yeah, Nas had the better work. When it come to the work on the street, Nas had that cook up with that ether. But did that stop Jay-Z and the Rock's momentum? Because they just had the name, they just had the diamond, and he was still putting out joints. He had, you know, state property putting out joints. He had Beanie working overtime, going at everybody, going at Jada, going at Styles, going at Nas. Like he was orchestrating, but you know, it was definitely a different nature when Nas spoke up for the little guy. And sometimes you can't just keep kicking somebody while they down and think they're not going to respond. And sometimes that person that you don't think is going to respond and they don't respond all of the time, when they do take the time to strategize, for some people it's checkers and for some people it's chess.
That was the biggest surprise I ever seen in rap, bro. When Siegel did that diss on Jada Kiss, I was just like, yeah, that's my nigga. I ain't see that coming, but we ain't know that much about him. I said, bro, he got him. He got him. He got Jada. I'm sorry. I argue with my homeboy. I say my homeboy today in school. We the first day it came out, we argued. We argued, bro. We just like, I'm like, yo, bro, he got him, bro. He got Jada. He can talk to Jada Kiss like that. And then he did the Powerhouse joint where he was on the stage. I think after they came on, before they came on, man, he went at them hard, and he went at Nas, and Nas ain't responding. I said, Siegel different. This guy's different. It's a different guy.
So what do y'all think about the did y'all see the comment where he said did the Notorious B.I.G. steal his style from somebody? Did y'all guys hear that too?
Yeah.
Cool.
I don't think he stole it from any one person in particular, but he was influenced by a lot of people. If you hear how nonchalant he sounded, that was Rakim. Then you hear the wittiness of his lyrics, man. That could have been Big L. That could have been a couple of other people. He was just like, I didn't think Big was that lyrical because I didn't follow him that much at first. That Juicy shit, I didn't like Juicy at first. But when I heard that song he had where he killed himself at the at the end while talking and expressing his feelings to his homeboy,
suicidal thought.
I was like, let me start listening to all this shit. And then Warning. And then I was like, damn, this motherfucker is really good. Then I start hearing his mixtapes. That's what really got me to being like, damn. So when you talk about how big, even think about how short that was, man. That was very short. These guys, him and Pac. But
Pac, Big L, all of that's short career.
But man, it was just like, that's why it made sense to me when they started saying that actually he was actually a good student in school. And wasn't his mother a teacher or something like that? Or?
Who was a good student in school?
Not a good student as far as like they said he was smart in school.
Who
not a good student because he dropped out. Big.
Oh yeah, nah, Big was smart. I mean, Big was Caribbean, so you know, that's my friend. Like that's my friend. I know, son. Like been to his house, all of that. So Chubb Rock grew up on his block. They live on the same block, St. James between Gates and Green. So you know he had a lot of influence, and it was just it was destined. Just the path.
Another influence. That's a great one, dog.
Yeah, influence.
Chubb Rock is a great one that you use. I forgot about Chubb. How great he was lyrically. Like you can hear every word that come out his mouth because his diction was that clear. So when you hear Pac, when you hear Big, you will hear a lot of influences, man. Even when you will hear some Big Daddy Kane in him. You will hear it because when he said, "I'm black and ugly as ever, however, I stay Coogee down to the socks." It's like, who the fuck break that? And it didn't take him long to write that shit down. Because he already understood that you gotta have confidence being who you is, bro, you gonna have to have your confidence to the goddamn roof. So when you hear it in his lyrics, man, it's like, damn, he was saying shit that people was like, damn, it make you ponder on shit. And it was raw. It was the same thing how I looked at Method Man. Method Man, though, was metaphoric. So metaphoric where it was just like, God damn. There was that, double entendre and all that shit he was using, and then the flow he had. And you seen his flow because the motherfucker used to be floating across the room the same way he's lyrically flowing. Then you see the Woo. When you hear everybody in the Woo, you like, man, that's why I said I couldn't just put Meth, I couldn't just put Ray, I said I gotta put the Woo. I gotta put everybody in that motherfucker, bro.
I
because that was a different dimension. Once I started
Hink cooking up there, Hink simmering. Which I see Hink simmering.
I'm thinking about this B1. I don't know who B1 is.
Okay,
B1.
so yeah, he's from like Memphis, Mississippi, somewhere down there. But he has the same kind of like, you know how Biggie sound like he's sleeping, but he ain't sleep. You know that.
Average, yeah.
Yeah, he has that same kind of cadence, and
like you need a CPAP or something.
Flow, exactly, and the flow is a little similar. So I absolutely understand what AB is saying, but I think that he's just listening to music, and Biggie was a little more than that. Like Biggie he thought he was the greatest because of the versatility. He was able to do a song with R. Kelly and do a song with Bone Thugs and Harmony and still get the same, cachet, the same reception from the public. So I don't know how he's judging it. Again, we all kind of look at it from different lenses. So I do understand what he's saying. The B1 guy sounds like Gravy, sounds like Shine. Remember how Shine had that Biggie-ish?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's a little like that, in my opinion. Again, he could be thinking about it different. He can come up
It's that he had the influence, no doubt. No doubt. Well, Armed and Dangerous. Ain't too many can hang with us. Man, come on, bro. once you had Biggie doing some damn flow like that, nigga, it's like, all right, then.
It was.
I see what you trying to do, player.
It was crazy that when you bring that song up, it's like the versatility in rap back in the day was just.
It was crazy.
It was a lot. Like even when y'all was talking before about, I think Mr. He said talking about, or maybe it was you. Cool Mo Dan them sounded different from Run DMC and them. Everybody had a different sound. It was a different sound. And I'm just like, wow. So like in my era, we had Twister, we had Buster. They did the speed rap. Then you had I set up Scarface, his slow, his pace was the, you know what I'm saying, that versatility. Then you had the MC Hammer commercial, what's some boys, crisscross type of music. We had versatility. Now it's just drill, man.
Very versatile, yeah.
That was just
that was the greatest thing. Motherfuckers trying to hate on Hammer, but it was like, nope. He brings another form to it, because that motherfucker used to have more people on stage than he had in the damn audience, and he was giving everybody jobs. But the shit was at the point where you was just like, all right, this is for other people.
Even like Wu-Tang, right? I was about to say when you was talking. Triumph, I think Triumph the greatest hip hop song ever. Yeah. It's just that changed my life.
It's definitely the best opening verse. Definitely the best opening verse of all time. I don't think anybody.
Even in that song, you got so different. Everybody's style was just completely distinct. Everybody's style in that group is distinct. I mean,
that was the beauty of it.
Yeah.
Because Meth, he stood out so goddamn much, where it was at the point where it was just like,
you think
just Method Man and the Wu-Tang Clan, and then when you hear Raekwon, though, you're like,
damn,
shit, you crazy. Look at that.
But then ODB,
then you got Ghost,
right?
And then when you hear the story between Ghost and Raekwon, you say these two niggas was really trying to kill each other, like.
Yeah,
really was trying to kill each other.
To an extent. I like how they did it, but yeah.
Bro, when I was young, like when Tribe came out, we used to write in composition books. I got so mad I could not write like Ghostface. I could not.
Yeah.
I couldn't for the life of me. I could not get that thing down pat. I was like, I cried.
Look,
I literally
you know
cried
what?
because I could not do his like his style was
His
just. I
cadence
thought the
was
dope shit ever.
he was on something different, bro. Because the cadence, even like that New York flow, like when you hear Nas and all them, but with that Ghost was like, I'm gonna make it more complicated than that.
Let's go.
You know what I'm saying? It was just like he was putting, just like what you were saying earlier, Shy. They put as many words as they can.
Yeah, that's he just
in a
it's
bar.
just different, bro. But he just
That's what
brain up.
penmanship was.
Yo,
But then you got ODB. You got people don't really be paying attention to
people be bullshitting, man. They don't really know. ODB got lyrics for real, man. Assan. When I tell you, yes.
Yeah, he was
But what I loved about when the South, when they said we taking over, right? When the South really came, they knew that they had to step their game up. And it was just what threw me off a little bit was because they had the Southern twang.
They had that.
So it got to the point where it was just like, yeah, ain't nobody respecting that shit yet. Ain't nobody respecting that shit. Then,
it started, but when I noticed it, Project Pat, 36 Mafia, man, that bro, you get Hot Boys all day, man. That shit, bro,
yeah.
That music was fire, bro.
But it hit us in a different. It hit us in a different way for the simple fact that we all had roots of being in the South, right? Mm-hmm. And if you had Southern family members or you went down and you visit the South and all of these things, man, when they started talking about that shit, and they really started letting you feel what the South was about, what Tennessee was about, what Mississippi was about, what Atlanta was about, when you really see, you said, damn. And then they started stepping their game. They literally said, no, we're going to step our game up. That's why you got a Andre 3000. That's why you got, a David Banner. That's why you have all of these cats that come. Look, we ain't even mentioned Mystical. When Mystical sat back, man, the way that he came, man, I said, shit. I didn't even know this dude's name. And I came from Germany and I came back to the States. I just remember hearing that one song, man. I know them niggas can't fuck with me, but I can't. What you say? I know them niggas can't fuck with me because I can't fuck with my damn self. That's all I knew. And I was and I had to sing this shit. And the nigga told me, you talk about Mystical. I said, yeah. And I got that album, man, and that shit was dope as hell. I said, damn, this motherfucker don't even sound like he hanging with a Southern clique. He sound like he hanging with niggas from up north.
You got it, Hink. You got it, Hink.
Once the South took over, they never gave it back.
That's what it looked like to me.
No. Back in '94, when they was at or '95 when they was at the Source War, and Andre told you the South got something to say. They never relinquished the title. The West never took it back.
He was mad as shit, wasn't he?
And the East Coast never took it back. The South held it ever since, in my opinion. Now, I know my East Coast brothers might get mad at me, Sean. That's okay. World class. That's okay.
No, I won't get mad because the South is on the East. We just up north.
I got you.
I love it. I love it.
So when they took over, they never gave it back, and they've been running ever since.
You know what? I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to say that North, that the East took it. They just gave it more North. They gave it a drink. They gave it a drink.
They gave it a drink.
Canada.
I would say gotta go get. They gave it a drink. But we gotta remember where Drake had to go south to get it.
Yeah.
But no, yeah, exactly. And that's what indicates it, that where the music is being grown from. It was a time where, like you guys said, it was New York, but no, it's strictly Atlanta is the hub. The South, Memphis, like these places are pumping out music, and New York being lazy and not wanting to do the work that's required will have them looking like how they look.
Bro, I don't know what's going on with the new rappers that's coming out of New York. It's like they just don't care about the crap no more. They sound like Chicago rap. It's not good. Yeah. The best lyricist I've seen him out of New York that hit it is Young M.A. I could be
Give me a
Wow,
wrong.
second.
if that's
She
Give me
raps.
a second.
if that's what you say, then
Check the
shit.
back check. Give me a second.
I
Nah,
haven't seen them because all the other ones they do drill rap.
Now,
it's a
if
couple.
you
It's a couple
want to
guys
see
in New
some,
York that's doing rap. It's a couple
no,
guys in New
if
York.
you want to, if
Oh
you
no,
really want to see,
other than battle rap, they rap. Go ahead, my bad.
Yeah. But if you want to, if you really want to see how, you know, hip hop is really there, it ain't went nowhere. It's still there. Look at K Slay, DJ K Slay. When you
Rest
look
in
at
peace
the,
to the
what was
God.
it? It started out with the top 50. You got 50 rappers. Now you got 100. Then you got 150. K Slay, rest in peace, came and he put when I tell you he got everybody. Look at the first 50. K Slay. Look at the first 50. You're gonna be like, damn. I mean, he got everybody in there. I was like, damn.
Yeah,
Then
I
he
fuck
got
with them.
100.
I
Then he
fuck with
got
K Slay
100.
hard. He fuck with my guy Papoose. Shout out to Pap from
Yeah,
the Star. Again, all of these
man.
niggas, you
Come on,
know,
bro.
we run around the Star. The shit is bred inside of us. But let me hit y'all with the next part of this. What you call it? If Hink could play it, can you play it, JT?
No, I don't have the power. He got it.
Yeah.
I definitely want to see it, bro.
You said what's up, big brother?
This is for JT. This his favorite is coming up now. This is the second part of that video I was playing. It just shows the evolution of the way guys concentrated on lyrics and how they, you know, use that to evolve rap.
Let's pull it up now.
He's hypnotized, cleverly used rap. He's also completely comfortable delivering a sentence across the bar line. But what makes this song stand out the most to me is that before one rhyme scheme ends, another one begins. Like this moment, it's the first and second sentence, which then begins the is sound, and so on. It's a huge reason Biggie sounds so smooth here.
Yep, I call that transition. I don't know what else call it.
That for look.
Indeed.
These are songs that he did not want to initially do. Like it was like when you hear what she was just saying, how that goes with the whole lyrics with Big. That was one of the things where it got me to a point where I was just like, damn, this motherfucker is really, what do you say, lyrically
Untouchable, uncrushable. And what I'm saying, JT, is you see the way she
the
color coded it.
B.I.
Imagine
Yeah.
if he color coded it in his fucking brain before he even laid it down. Like
Yes.
that's the beauty of music, B. Like I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I claim to rap like you guys too. I got in a, you know, little CD and all of that. But the thing with Bad Style is we ain't never wrote the shit on no paper. I write more
Right.
thoughts about the chats that I want to do than rap. I ain't never wrote a rap down. I had to have somebody write my fucking raps in order for me to publish the shit and have it copywritten because I never wrote nothing. We just, it's like we see the shit. And I don't know if it's the environment. I don't know if it's because we really want to do it so bad, but it's something inside of us that this shit can be second nature to some people. And like y'all see, man, that shit just clicks like
Bro,
fucking autism to them dudes.
bro,
Yeah, I
that's what he
think
said.
it does click in like that. Yeah.
He said, I'm telling you, listen, bro, you when you put the pen down and you start writing in that book, you get a million times better as an artist. Because it literally how she coded is how it would be up in your head. Because you have like you can keep the kid, I might not know him, but the battle rapper, damn the kid, what is his name? He be doing all those gimmicks in battle rap, but he said that too. He said we stopped writing because not Little Lux, the other kid, the one that was on the stage naked, that got naked. I think you probably know him. Let's see, he said, from Cali. What is his name?
I think I know you.
Daylight.
Daylight.
Yeah. Tattoo on his face. Yeah.
But who's a monster lyrically? Just he's amazing. But he said that same thing. He said we stopped writing because when you in the middle of a battle, you be thinking about that piece of paper. But when you just create a bar, when you create a verse, like you don't need to write it nowhere. Like you can remember it, and then it's like if you write into I say writing, it's crazy to say it now, but if you create a verse to a song, as soon as you hear the song, you remember. As soon as you hear the beat, you remember. And it's just you get better. Like, you don't be limited to those pieces of paper. You don't see paper no more. You just see art. Like, it's a different mindset. You see the colors like she was doing, or you have like, it's just weird. I don't know how to say. When you stop writing, you get better. Like physically.
It's like it's like your mind just start expanding, man. It's like you said, Sean, when it came down to it in New York, most cats didn't do that. They didn't write it. I had a friend that I used to rap with. I was good when I wrote. It was easier with me in the studio than it was with him because he didn't write. And they thought it was a problem until soon as they turned the red light on for him, he'd just go. It was, and I couldn't. It's hard to even explain that, that whole process, because my process was, this is what I used to do. I get the cadence first.
Cadence first.
And I start writing to it or whatever. Right. He didn't. He used to just listen to the song. All right, play it again. Listen to the song. And then he just started compartmentalizing all the damn words and that shit. And it was crazy because I'm like, we ain't gonna get it. Because, man, I'll just go there. It'll probably take me 2.5 takes to do a hook line, probably put some other shit once they, lace it down or whatever. With him, he was just like, all right. And he didn't have the confidence at first. This is the first year we was in the studio. It took a minute for him to really get used to the studio shit. But once he did it, it was just like, man, it was like magic. Because he didn't even know how good that shit was going to sound. He used to just be like, he's like, if I write it, I'm going to be dependent on that. And it was not easy for him to do it. Yeah. With me, I write it, I look at it, and then I'm done with it. I can't look at it again. So it's a little bit like how he was doing it, but I had to write it first.
Mm-hmm.
And
for
then
me, it's like a baby. That shit is like a fucking pregnancy. That shit will stay in my mind. It won't go anywhere until I get the shit out. Once I get the shit out, I probably won't even remember the shit no more until I gotta hear it. But until I get it out, that shit is just stuck inside of me. I'm thinking about it at night. I'm waking up with the shit in the morning and just going over it and building it as you go. You really don't need paper, because it's like Jack and Jill went up the hill. Jack and Jill went up the hill to fetch a pail of water. Like, you just build a whole song like that, and it becomes second nature.
When you hear like a Nas or a Raekwon or a Ghost, what they did was they were like, shit, we gonna change the rules. Everything ain't got to rhyme. So when they change
it ain't got to make sense either.
It ain't right. It's like when they get the rapping and you be like, damn, and they just, because they telling the story. So you'll be like that. What's his name? From Mobb Deep. He was kind of like that too. Not Havoc, but the one that died. Prodigy was like that too. It'd be his cadence would be everything is E-O-O-O-E, and then next thing you know, he'd just say a line and then go right back into rhyming again. It was like that. You already know Wu-Tang was definitely like that shit. It was like they'll be going in a cadence, and next thing you know, they gonna mesh everything in, and then the shit, but it sounds so damn good. The only motherfucker that stayed on cadence was your boy Meth. That motherfucker Meth, it's just when he flow, you see him. If you when you watch his first video he ever did,
I think that's why they work so well together.
Man, that shit is crazy as hell for him to do that. You see him just floating across the screen, and you like, damn, this motherfucker is out cold. It was real smooth. So imagine him. You ain't got to imagine it anymore, but Redman and him getting together.
Yeah,
come on, man.
That's all.
Kick something,
come
Beans.
on, bro.
They said you was at 5,000. I was at 500. I'm still beating you.
Beans, I want to hear something. Come through. Come kick something, Beans.
Oh, but that's funny. That's funny, man. This is some good shit, man. This is some good shit, and that's what it's all, man. Look, that's what I wanted the show to be about, man. Just talk about good shit, man. Good rap music, man. Lyrics. Who had the flow? You know what I'm saying? who could just get up on the mic and just go, like you said, off the cuff. All those factors into me as far as my rankings and lists. That's why I did my list the way I did because of that. But look, there's a lot of guys I left off, like you said. Look.
Oh yeah, Black
MJG. I like MJG. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the South, man. I like MJG. I don't know if y'all remember JT Money.
Come on, man. What you talking about? I know the whole Poison Clan. What we talking about?
Look, let me tell you this. I remember I got a hold of a ball MJG. I was in college, freshman year in college. Went to everywhere I go, I always got to find a music store because I stayed in music store like it was my library. It's like my study hall. I go in there, shift through the CDs, through the cassettes, see what they got. I still do it now. Age of 48, I'm going to every record store. What's the top 10 record store in my city? I'm visiting all 10 of them if I can. You know what I'm saying? Picking up vinyl. I went and picked up some today at lunchtime. You know what I'm saying? I'm in there. I got that. Remember that Easy Does It? Got it. I had to have it. That was a month.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm in there. Like I'm a fiend. Like what my man Rocky said, I'm a fiend like a microphone.
Before you became a teen.
Man, ice cream, man, cones ice cream. Man, look at, come on, man. Don't look. Well, my man, look at again, this is why my man's number one. He said, I'm gonna take 7 MCs, put them in a line. I'm gonna take 7 more brothers that they can rhyme. But it takes 7 more before I go for mine. Now,
and that's 21 niggas ate up at the same time.
God damn, he said, Easy does it doing easy. That's what I'm doing. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, bro. Come on, man.
That's the God. Man, just the album that you got up right now, Follow the Leader. Rhymes a move, follow, make it move like a photo.
On it.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
No, now, he's definitely the guy.
My favorite album is the Paid in Full album, right? That's why I was at favorite. But that Follow Leader is a close second for me. Look, that Microphone Fiend to me is the best song he did.
Now check this out. With Microphone Fiend, it's so funny with that was because there was a song that it was sampled from where I used to love that song, and to this day I still love that song. It's called Schoolboy Crush. That's where it comes from.
Yeah.
Average White Band. It's just dope just to hear how they, if you hear the original, the Schoolboy Crush, right? And you hear Microphone Fiend, literally, yeah, man, y'all about to make me go downstairs, man. I'm gonna have to get back and start.
They put the bass behind it. For me, it's Eric B for president. Eric B for president. That clap your hands to what he's doing. And in New York, the WAP came out right then. Yeah. Everybody was doing the WAP. And it was an amazing time, man. It felt good. And Rakim with the fucking gold, the chains, and to be bold enough to wear that, like, you know what I mean? Like he said, I'm not bold just cause I rock gold, cause he was the God. And like I said, Hink, that shit just showed you a way that you can be. You don't gotta be this sucker. You don't gotta be this victim to society. You could be the God. You could be something that is worthy of something, and it just showed us something different, man. Peace to the God.
Hey, don't it make you feel something different when he come out there and you hear that shit say, I came in the door, I said it before, I never let the mic magnetize me no more. You like what? It's like how he came, how it punched in.
Bite me, wipe me to rhyme. I can't hold it back. I'm looking for the line, taking off my coat, clearing my throat. Ryan will be kicking till I get my last note. Man, God damn. That's that dude. World class.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I don't understand, brother. But you better get into the word. That's like gospel when we preaching right now. We talk about Rakim. I know you said your man turned you on to it. I'm glad he did. He did you a goddamn solid.
He won't let me talk about rap without bringing up Rakim.
Man, he was that dude.
And to be at the age that these brothers is right now, man, they still rocking the mic though. That's like it was actually unheard of. Now, until now, you starting to see cats in their 50s and 60s that still not only just rocking the mic, but they doing it right. You know what I'm saying? It's not like where you have an old ass R&B singer that we know he can't hold a note, but we still love him because because of his
Shout out
legacy.
to Sister Patti LaBelle.
Y'all leave
The
Junior
rap,
alone.
it's kind of like the niggas
I
are still, they can
forgot.
still get on there and rock the mic for real. Like they can really show the youngsters what it's about. So I think it's just, this is the thing. Even though there's nothing new up under the sun, is we could discover it, man. You know what I'm saying? Even though a human being is an old human being, but we still fairly young out here, man. And for our eyes, sometimes we don't need nobody else to tell us that ain't nothing new under the sun. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes we do need to see what it is. You know what I'm saying? We need to discover it for ourselves. And that's what I love about hip hop myself, bro.
I get that. Well, let me welcome my brother in, Jay. JR, what's going on tonight? How you doing, big brother? You good?
What's going on, gentlemen? How y'all doing?
What's happening?
Good,
Your
man.
mic's a
Peace.
little low.
Peace, God. How you doing?
Your mic's a little low.
All right, give me a second. I'm out with the kids right now. Give me a second. Let me try to get to a little quiet place.
Okay, cool. Do what you got to do.
Yeah, Rakim is that nigga, man.
But it's more than just that, man. It's even when you talk about that, I would love to have the conversation about the cats that was hood dudes, right? That rapped about being in the hood. I would love to talk about that also. It wasn't just Rakim, because let me tell you something. One of the things a lot of people don't realize is Rakim was a dope ass lyricist, but the motherfucker was a badass motherfucker DJ too. He was out cold with it. He did his rendition of his tribute to Jam Master Jay. It's on YouTube. Look it up. See how he rocked that joint. That dude is out cold. Most of your rappers, you probably wouldn't know it, but a lot of these dudes started out DJing. A lot of these dudes started out because they had to semi-produce their own music. LL Cool J, he was a DJ before he was a rapper. You know what I'm saying?
He looked like a
He
DJ.
produced.
Had to be. It was the art, man. Like
Yeah.
hip hop is about DJing, graffitiing, breakdancing, and MCing. If you can't do all four of those, you are not a hip hopper.
Right.
And
That's why
that's
you got a bunch of rappers and a bunch of
that's that
dancers.
well-roundedness shit that I was talking about. It's not just one thing, because the DJ might get sick. You might have to be DJ. So Run started out as the DJ. Most of these MCs started out as the DJ because the DJ got all of the clout. The rapper
Run's first
only
name was
rapped about
DJ
the
Run.
DJ.
Yes.
It was a scheme to it and the way it was supposed to go. It's just now they have circumvented it, but definitely a way that this is supposed to go, man. But shout out to all the information you brothers are dropping, man. Dope.
So you said, hold on. You said graffiti, breakdancing, rapping, and what? DJ?
DJing and knowledge.
Scratching.
Yeah, I want to
So,
be. I can't do.
Just look at it like this: it's the
Oh, the
clothes
break-
we
no,
wear. It's the clothes we wear. It's how we play our music, DJing. It's the lyrics, the MCs. It's also the art, graffiti. And then they changed it, but they made it, and it's the dopest thing. The knowledge. You get knowledge with a lot of this shit. And that's what a lot of people, they lack knowledge when it comes down to it. If you ever, man, I ain't trying to, I don't get paid for this shit or nothing, but man, if you guys ever get a chance to listen to Backspin, or if you ever get a chance to listen to LL Cool J's Rock the Bells, right?
Yeah, Rock the Bells
They have
Radio.
a segment where they salute the sample. It gives so much knowledge, bro, when you think a song is, what it is from there. Once they start showing you the songs that it comes from and the way that they mixed it down and all that shit, bro, it gives you the essence of hip hop.
Fellas, so last year we went to a party. DJ Jazzy Jeff is probably the perfect DJ to listen to in regards to what JT is saying, because what Jazzy
Yeah.
Jeff does is he transitions from the original song into, you know, the different variations, who sampled it and used it. But I'm gonna show y'all some tickets right here. Y'all see what that should say right there? Rakim
Rakim and DJ
with
Jazzy
Jazzy
Jeff.
Jeff was DJing and Rakim was headlining. And we went there that night, and that shit, I'm talking about amazing. And then we go the next night, and it's Kid Capri and Big
Big
Daddy
Daddy
Kane.
Kane.
So, you know,
Hey,
again, you know, we are tapped in, and that's the beauty of hip hop is that I'm 49 and hip hop is 50. Like my whole family has been curated from hip hop. That shit is a part of my family. It's a part of my growth. And us tapping in and being able to see these guys still rock the mic and still keep it going is admirable, and all we could do is, you know, spend the money and try to get in there and pay homage to these guys because it's the soundtrack to our life. It's how we grew up.
yes, sir.
Make us remember those days when we were young, man. So, you know, I was definitely wanted to be on board for this conversation. I appreciate it, and all of the guys that you guys are mentioning are exactly what we need to keep this going. But like y'all said, man, the knowledge that the kids are failing to tap into, it's kind of like you doomed to repeat history if you don't know it. So, you know,
Yes, sir.
they gotta want that knowledge.
Facts.
Yeah,
Facts.
definitely for sure, man. Look, hey, again, like JT said, I listen to Backspin and like you said, Rock the Bell Radio. And when he does that salute the samples, like you said, he's letting you know this old school 70s song, this is where it originated from. But then he said, now they flip that shit like this. And then they play it. Now I remember one time they had like 3 different songs that they was using on one album. Like, God damn, I didn't realize they flipped it that much. But I
Yeah.
forgot what song it was he was talking about, man. Oh, damn. I'm trying to think. It comes to me sooner or later. But man,
They
they
do.
had like 3 different songs they used on it.
Yeah.
And it's crazy. But you
And,
know,
and this is the craziest thing too. You would have Craig Nice, LL Cool J, and DJ Z Trip, right?
mhm.
All historians, all of them, out cold. A lot of people didn't know that Craig Nice, that motherfucker's a DJ and a producer. And he came with, what was my man? I can't remember his partner, but it was Nice and Smooth. Nice and
Yeah,
Smooth is
Greg,
funky,
yeah, Greg
also
Nice.
hip. Craig
Mhm.
Nice and Smooth. What was his name? Something Smooth. But I
Just
got a
smooth,
funky rhyme with a funky style.
just smooth. Yep.
Yeah, man. So when we're talking about, this is my whole thing. I want to be able to, for all generations to be able to celebrate this thing that we got, and specifically when it comes down to the black folks, man. I mean, we sharing this with the world. Whether we wanted to or not, this is what we doing. We sharing it with the world. And one of the things that got me to a point where I was just like, damn, man, hip hop is actually ours. You know what I'm saying? Was talking to cats from New York, talking to cats with, you know, even from where I'm from. I just know that my city wasn't embracing rap that fast. They had radio stations that were literally, man, priding themselves off of not playing any rap music. That shit was crazy as hell. They used to have a commercial that used to be like, no rap, no hip hop, straight R&B. You be like, damn, y'all ain't giving
Straight
no love to
R&B.
the motherfucker. It was like, it was that crazy until they had no choice but to, you know what I'm saying, but to respect it. Now look what it
yeah,
is.
I mean, you know, once you know, look, you had to acknowledge it. You had to acknowledge it. I mean, it's you know, it's taking over. It's affecting these kids now in so many ways, man. Where you know everything about hip hop, it's in the music, it's in commercials, it's in movies. You got to do nothing but respect it now. Now, are they producing some bullshit out here? Yeah,
Bro,
but
they was
they
producing
got some good
bullshit.
shit. Yeah, They do got
I got a
some
question.
I know
They
hold
put
it.
in some bullshit. Remember when everybody was trying to be in rap in the 80s? Remember they had Rodney Dangerfield? He was no respect.
Rapping
No
Rodney.
respect.
No
He trying to
respect.
rap.
No
They had
respect.
everybody trying to do rap and shit like
Hey,
trying to capitalize off of rap.
Y'all remember what's that my man Jimmy Bobby Jimmy.
Bobby Jimmy, yep.
Remember,
Yep.
you know, they had Bobby Jimmy, look at all these roaches. He had
Look at all these roaches, yeah.
Y'all remember Double Dutch Bus, you know, the rapping dude.
Frankie
White
Smith,
Boy
yep.
Mike.
The rapping Duke, the hard.
The rapping Duke.
You know, I mean, it was
Y'all
everybody was
old.
trying to benefit
Y'all old as shit.
from the rap game.
You even had the originator of a lot of the samples, right?
No, hold on, take a shot. He said we old as shit.
Hell yeah.
We are,
Remember
man.
James Brown tried to make a diss record, him and Full Force. He was telling everybody to get off of his
real
tip.
super bad. I'm the real
I'm
super
James
bad.
Brown with the Full Force. I ain't
Ow.
no lip.
Taking no lip.
He was dissing all the rappers because they wasn't paying him.
Everybody sampling James Brown.
Giving no revenue. But
yeah,
hey,
man.
that was the stuff, man. I mean, you know, that's like, look, shout out to Two Live Crew. I wasn't a fan of Two Live Crew, but I appreciate what they did for the game. You know, they was the Larry Flynn of rap.
Yeah.
Talking about censorship.
Yeah, man.
Yep.
Yeah, man.
Why are you violate my Second Amendment right? I have the right to say what I want to say. You know, when they came out banned in the USA, they fought against the machine. They fought against the establishment. Yep. And a lot of rappers need to give them credit and their praise. Now, again, you may not like them as a group. You might not like what they had to say, the style of rap or whatever the case. You know, really the club music. That's what I call them, club rappers. But at the same time, they had a message. They had an agenda, and they wanted to be heard just like everybody else. So you're not censoring these heavy metal bands because shit how they talking. You know what I'm saying? You're not doing that. Some of these R&B songs, you're not censoring them, but you want to censor us.
Right.
So no, you got to respect them and the game.
Big ups
they tried. They brought to the game.
Big ups to the South, man. Big ups to your boy Luther Campbell. That he used to be Luke Skywalker until they sued him.
He got sued.
Uncle Luke.
Right.
I mean, you know,
not only did he fight that, but what he was trying to get people to see that it wasn't about just sexual liberation. It was about just entertainment, because you still never seen him soliciting to kids. You know what I'm saying? What he did was what he did. Some of the shit was wrong. Some of the shit wasn't wrong. Whatever it was, it still came to a point where we in America, and we should be able to be afforded the right to do what the fuck we gonna do. If y'all want us to be Americans, quit treating us like we're less than Americans. Then that's all his whole thing was. I'm living in America and I'm banned in America and I'm playing music that's no different than this rock shit. That rock shit was just as grungy and just as terrible. Man, it was worse because they lifestyle, you saw what their lifestyle was like. They didn't really, go to the point where they were trying to hide that they was taking cocaine and they had a bunch of bras in the damn hotels and all these different things, groupies and stuff like that. It is what it is. But once you started having black folks making some headway in the entertainment business, as far as, and specifically in music, that's when they started having a problem with it. Look what Rick James, Prince, like these two guys were actual rock stars. They just happened to be black. That's all it was. They wasn't funk. They wasn't. That's why you had Prince saying, I don't have a genre for my music. I'll let y'all decide what the genre is going to be. That was the reason why. Because if I put a genre on it, then y'all gonna treat me worse than what y'all treat me right now. It took that man. He had 2 years after he won his lawsuit, and he was gone. He was out of there. You know what I'm saying?
I got you. Well, let me work, my brother. JR, what's going on, big brother? You good?
you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. We can hear
We
you.
got you, brother.
You good?
Yeah, I'm good. Yeah, I was chatting with you in the back chat, man. Y'all talking about all this hip hop. I don't know a lick about hip hop. To be honest, I mean, I know about the commercial hip hop folks, but y'all going deep with it.
That's that love we have for it. But look here, brother, I appreciate you coming to the base, but hanging out, kicking it with us. I appreciate that, big brother. You know how that go. But I gotta ask you the question, brother. You first time to the base. I gotta ask anybody first time to the base, man. What is your guilty pleasure songs, dog? What is them songs you listen to? You probably embarrassed if your buddies, your friends know you listen to it, but every time you hear it on the radio, you crank it up, you bang it out. What's them songs for you, big brother?
You talking about rap, R&B, what?
No, whatever. Guilty pleasure
Guilty
song,
pleasure.
whatever.
Guilty
It
pleasure.
could be soft rock for all I care.
Man, I'll probably say like the Donnell Jones, man. When that song
Okay.
come on, man. I mean, he got a few classics that I listen to, and what's crazy and ironic is that I actually met him because like my son's mother, that's his cousin, and
Okay.
and my oldest son, like his last name is Jones too. So,
Okay.
but yeah, that Donnell Jones, when his songs come on, man, when that smooth ride, man, that's had to turn it up and bang it out, man. That's just something you just can't skip over
Yes,
it,
sir.
man.
Yes, sir.
I got you. So people give me shit a little bit about mine because I like, one of mine is the New Kids on the Block. Please Don't Go Girl. That was
Hold
one of my
on.
guilty
New
pleasure
Kids on the
songs.
block?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't
Guilty
judge me.
pleasure.
Don't judge me, JR. Don't
Guilty
judge me.
pleasure.
I'm not. I'm acting like I didn't hear that one, man. I mean, I couldn't picture you with that Hink, man. Pop music, Hink?
Yeah. Don't judge me. Don't judge me. I ain't gonna lie. I got it on my playlist. I go work out.
Yeah.
I go walk. I run it. I bang it out. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah, like that was back in the day
Yeah.
when they
Don't
had
feel bad. You
when
good.
they used to have that channel like the box.
Yeah. You call in, you make your requests, you pay your
Oh
little
yeah.
money, charge it to your
Yeah.
phone.
Yeah.
Look,
Number on the
grandmama,
bottom of
man,
the
what's
screen.
all these charges on my damn phone?
Number on the bottom of the screen.
Who you calling, boy? Why I got all these charges on my phone? Oh man, but yeah. That it's that saying New Kids on the Block. That was my guilty pleasure. So that's my guilty. So
Yeah.
JR, if you had can give us a top 5 rappers that you like, who will be in your top 5 all time? Who will be your all time top 5?
Top 5, I would probably say J. Cole.
Okay.
I would have to say Biggie.
Okay.
I don't know, give me a second. Let me think for a second.
Okay. We got two. Don't forget to hit the like button, y'all. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, yo. Shout out to Hink, man. Thanks for having us, Hink, man. Appreciate you, bro.
Oh, much love, brother. Much love. I appreciate it. I love music, so this is a must. It's the 50th anniversary of hip hop, and I love it. You got a couple more full, JR?
Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and say Drake, man. I think Drake
Okay.
say some, like I think he say some shit, man. Pusha T. I like Pusha T as well.
Okay.
Yeah, like I like Pusha T, and I also like Cassidy.
Okay.
Okay. I can dig
Cassidy
it.
the
I can dig
hustler.
it. But I know we're giving off mine now. My number one rapper, my all-time rapper is Rakim. That's my favorite rapper of all time. Rakim, he's old school, you know what I'm saying? He's one of my all-time favorite and will continue to be. Now, of course, I like, Rakim, Ice Cube, DMX and Eminem. Those are like my top 5 right there. But Rakim, he's that dude, man. He's that dude. He's a hell of a lyricist, hell of a storyteller. Man, that dude's tough. So I don't know if you're a big fan of Rakim, JR. I definitely encourage you to tap in and watch a couple of videos on YouTube, and you might have a change of heart. You might have to put him in your top 5 next time.
I'm gonna be honest. I did hear some of his songs. And if you asked me what song, I couldn't tell you. But
Okay.
I'm not gonna sit here and say I was bumping them. Um, I would hear a lot of rap music, but then again, I didn't. When I was at the crib with my mom's, man, you know, she was a single mom. She always was playing like D103, which was always playing all that R&B shit all fucking day. That's all she would do.
Okay.
So I didn't start listening to rap music really until when we started having it on the TV, the box. That's why I brought it up. And you had the MTV2, MTV jams, and all that stuff like that. We had the like illegal cable. That's when I started listening to stuff. So
Shout out,
a lot of those
shout out to
movies
those
I
who had
didn't.
bootleg cable. Shout out to those who had bootleg cable.
Yeah. So that's when I became hip. Like I really became hip when you had. I used to listen to Criss Cross, even though they weren't really lyricists. That was just more of a trend. But I was missing a lot of the actual true hip hop because I wasn't exposed to it and they had the memes to it. I mean, I didn't have my own shit. All my mama had was a record player from Finger Hut. I don't know if y'all remember Finger Hut.
Yeah, they give you that catalog, baby. They got that whole catalog come through, baby.
Yeah.
That took me back with the Finger Hut reference.
Hell yeah, whole catalog.
Hey man, you remember that shit used to come in the goddamn mail? I'd be like, man, I want this.
Hey,
This
man,
is.
they had some cool. They just show you everything, man. You like, damn, I can have it all. I can have Pioneer radios, all type of shit for the car. Yeah. So Finger Hut was one of those staples.
And then I only had to make payments of 4 easy payments.
Right.
That part. That's easy breezy.
This is some serious old people talk right here.
Yeah, this AARP talk right here.
He said the boxing Finger Hut. God damn. That's some
I was about to go even more AARP because we haven't even spoke on X Clan.
Yeah.
The red, the black, and the green.
X Clan.
With the key. Sissies.
To the east, my brother, to the east.
Yeah. I mean that. Look here.
Oh man,
it's sad how you could just even back then how media was pushing certain rap into the community compared to others. You know, we had a lot of great conscious rappers back then, but they just wasn't getting the record play like they should.
No, not at all. They were on the ban list.
Yeah, that was out of fear.
Poor Righteous Teachers.
Yeah.
What was the other one?
Rock that funky joint.
This funky joint. Yeah.
You know what it is, man. But no, Hink is absolutely right. Look at the trajectory. If we would have kept with the African American College Alliance hoodies and the black medallions and the different world with black kids going to college and the Huxtables with black people being doctors, if we would have kept on that trajectory, Hink, we would be somewhere beautiful. And we can't have that. We got to give Chaotic Truth something to talk about. So here we are.
Right.
You gotta give my boy Chaotic something to talk about. I know
that's something to talk about.
Hey man, I'm telling you, I look that's why Common definitely made my top 50 because of that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because of his style of rap and what he rapped about. You know what I'm saying? So he, I definitely had to make sure I put my conscious rappers in there like KRS-One, Common. You know what I'm saying? Just guys like those, man, that really influence on my different genre of the rap game, man.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed. In New York, we call them niggas the backpack rap, and that was my cup of tea. Like, like I said, the Twalib, the Black Dante, Mos Def, the whole Philadelphia crew, Jill Scott, Erykah Badu, like that creative vibe. Like
even
that's definitely me. Absolutely.
Oh yeah, that whole Black Star
Fuji did
man
that.
was out cold, bro. Yeah, absolutely.
Man, I mean, I loved it. That was good stuff, man. It was good stuff. Now, of course, you had your party rappers. You had your Fresh Prince and DJ Jazzy Jeff. You had your Kid and Play. They was all important. MC Hammers.
I think they all was. Yeah.
They played a part in the genre of the hip hop music, man, because they really took it mainstream.
Yeah.
Like I said, Fresh Prince took it mainstream, got us over in a different area where we could with them Academy Awards and Grammys and all of that, man. So regardless of how you may feel about them individually, they were still important to the culture of the music.
Yeah,
man.
I think they
They were
added
very
to it, man. They gave variety to it, man. Just like what we were just talking about, UGK.
Mhm.
When you had just when you hear how the cadence of Bun B with the baritone, and then you had his boy Pimp C rock in, you know what I'm saying? Take it off, oh bend over, let me see it. Like it's the thing about what hip hop did to me was show me that I had a whole bunch of sides to me. You know what I'm saying? It's like I can listen to something from the streets, but I can also listen to something that's conscious, right? I can listen to something that was just straight hip hop, boom bap, something about battling. You know what I'm saying? Something that'll take you to a different dimension. Then I could just listen to something that was just simple. You know what I'm saying? Because I knew family members. I lived in a city where I seen it. So when you hear somebody's telling the story and they put it in song, it was like, yeah, you know, that's why we bob to it. We don't bob to it because we approve of it or anything like that. But when it tells a story, man, it tells a story. And one of the things I like to do is to be an observer. And I don't have to judge shit while I'm observing. All I'm doing is observing it. That's what I like about hip hop. We can listen to something and they could be saying some of the most vulgar shit, but we can observe it so much to the point where we be like, all right, I like it. It's the point, the problem that I have with people is that they take it and they try to implement it. It's like that's not what this is for right now. The stuff that is for, you ain't even listening to it. The stuff that is for when it comes down to implement it, that's falling on your ears of death. You ain't even listening to that. But you would listen to somebody else that would sit back and talk about, you know what I'm saying, bust it open or shooting 80 niggas or something like that. That was the thing about hip hop was you had college students that listen to everything. UGK, Rakim. Like now, you got one of the things I like about what Lil Wayne. It took me a minute to really understand that this dude was out cold with it. Like lyrically, I was just like, damn, he got a song, man. It sounds like he ain't saying shit. And you listen to it and then you look at the words and you examine the words, you be like, this motherfucker got everything in there as an English word. And it means more than two things. And so you like, damn. Then once you start understanding the artistry of how he looks at being an MC, because you ask him, he'll tell you, I'm the greatest alive. And he mean the shit out of that. I ain't heard him. He done been on the record with almost everybody that was hot, at least. Everybody that meant something to hip hop.
That's the
He got a
mindset
song
you
with Rakim. I was like, damn, he got a song with Rakim. He was like, he got a song with Rakim. I was like, how the fuck that happened? He got a song with KRS-One. Wait a minute, how that happen? Because they really understand one another, man. Once you up in it, you up in it. KRS-One right now, he's promoting his album he did last year. When I tell you this shit is so dope, man, it's like, damn, nigga that's about to be in his 60s is still showing him how to do it. That's crazy.
I mean, I think that's what we really, the difference between our music and the music today is indicative of the same food that they eat today versus what we had. We have vegetables on the plate, man. Like you said, we can listen to NWA or we might want some Luke, but we also can go and get some Tribe Called Quest when we wanted to cleanse our palate. We can get some X Clan. And now I don't think they have that. They have nothing but meat on the plate. You know what I mean? They got like steak or hamburger or Salisbury steak, and that shit is gonna give you a heart attack.
They got pork chops and bacon. It's like, damn, there's nothing
no broccoli, no salad,
man. Damn, you put that
cabbage,
in great work, bro.
Says strictly meat. I know that's right. Hey man, look, again, I asked my son, I said, you get a top 50 week. All these dudes he made, I said, man, I have no idea. And then he showed them on YouTube. I said, yeah, they won't. There's no way nobody's like that. None of these guys you just gave me, my son, are gonna make my top 50. No, I'm sorry, but I said, the closest I get to what you ever talking about is Drake. I said, I ain't going no closer than that. I said, other than that, yeah, it ain't gonna make my top 50.
Right.
None of that, dude. I'm like, God damn. And like I said, I listen to it because I want to know what he's listening to. I listen
Indeed.
to it because I need to understand what messages is he getting from these cats. Shit, I just can't understand. I'm like, God damn, dude, why do you listen to this bullshit? I said,
It's nothing to even make you think.
I'm like, okay, man. I said, now, I said, I give him credit. The beat's good, but the message ain't shit. I said, okay, maybe that's
Hey
what
man, the lyrics, the way that they put the lyrics is be dope as hell. You be like, damn, that was kind of dope how he put that. But that's as far as it go. And that's where it gets to a point where it's like, nah, this is a decline. Because it should mean more than one or two things. It should have so many different layers to it, man, where you have to listen to that shit again. It'll take you years for you to be like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a whole bunch of music we have where I didn't catch on to the shit until I got older. I was like, damn. But then I'll be like, damn, that motherfucker's about the same age as me. And they were on a different level than I was at that time. And then I eventually catch on to it. And then think about what a classic is. You know what I'm saying? The classic, it gotta have some type of value to it, bro. More than just a beat.
True indeed.
Because if it just got a beat to it, what is it? It's just hot for the moment. But when that motherfucker got something where it can be so close to timeless, think about a Michael Jackson song. That shit is timeless. Think about, I don't know if you guys
right there,
listen
Hink.
to like tech or house. It's timeless. It's very timeless. It's like you can't tell when that shit came out. It's just, you know what I'm saying? It's like something that I know. I'm from Detroit. I know if anybody from Baltimore or you got people from Chicago, you know, it's tech, house, you know, all of that shit is a different type of it's a different type of world when you start talking about, because it's more of a DJ thing, right? It's DJ and the crowd. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's DJs is talking to the crowd. The beat is talking to the crowd. It's a little bit different than hip hop. Hip hop is so many different layers to it. But when you talk about these type of things, when it comes down to house and tech and things like that, constant beat, house has a disco type of sound, you know, R&B now, you know, something like that. Then tech is more hip hop-ish a little bit. But what they do is the DJ actually is the one. You ain't got no artist that everybody's waiting to see. They're waiting to see the DJ. And that's where it gets to a point when you be like, okay, now we in a different realm. Because everybody just want to party. That's all it is.
Indeed.
Ain't no other shit. Ain't no conscious shit to it. Ain't none of that other shit. It's about feeling the vibe and get into the moment. And
Yo,
that's
Hank,
where
what
you
you
be
think
like,
about Paris statement? The only two that's close is Kendrick and J. Cole. Only thing I can expect of this era.
Yeah, I mean, and I was gonna say that those two, I guess, are the only two more recent rappers that I could listen to. I don't know. I really love that song that Kendrick Lamar did on that Straight Outta Compton soundtrack. I don't know if you ever heard it. I love that song. J. Cole's, I got to J. Cole's when I heard him do that that cut with Missy Elliott, Nobody's Perfect.
Yeah.
So that's when I got turned on to J. Cole's, and I'm like, okay, I like him. Then I started listening to his other music. I'm like, okay, I like this. I like this. So yeah, those are only two recent ones, recent artists.
And J. Cole got a song called 1985. That shit's so motherfucking dope, bro. That song is so motherfucking dope. I was like, God damn.
Well, then, and I like his story. I like J. Cole's story too. So that really attracted me to his music as well, because I like his story, his backstory. You know what I'm saying? So that really made me want to hear.
I think that's why I think I think that what's happening now is that there's not a lot of appreciation. You know what I'm saying? For different types. Because I'm telling you, dog, I hear some of this music and the cadence is dope. The beat is dope. They lack so much on presentation. They depend on the music so much where it's like it's like AI already. It's they think the beat is supposed to carry the whole thing, and then they're deficient in the message. Even if the message is beat a bitch ass, be elegant with it. That's what I like about Biggie Smalls. He made that shit. He didn't make it. He didn't make it sound sexy when he talked about killing himself. But the motherfucker was intriguing because it was like, I can't believe anybody is saying something like this right now. And the way that he puts it in song, because it's got to a point where it's like he's telling you, just observe.
Eminem
Stop
same way.
being so damn judgmental. It's kind of like that type of thing. His lyrics was like that. It was like, quit being so fucking judgmental. It's telling you right in your face. That's why they say I'm raw, I'm this, I'm that. Because what they're asking for someone to do is just be an observant. Just be observant to this shit right here, man. Appreciate it. It's only gonna be about 3.5 minutes, and then you can go on to the next song, my guy.
Yeah, DMX and Eminem same way, man. Same way. It's kind of scary how dark they can get at times. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
man. Like, damn, it's relatable. Some of these things you say, you hear these guys talk about. Oh, you got people that can really relate to the lyrics they're talking about.
Yeah.
So,
ain't it funny how you can just sit back and just throw those codes out, and then next thing you know, your residuals come from 30 million people listening to your shit. 1.8 million sold. You like, man, I could just imagine how these artists be feeling sometimes. You don't see that too often no more. You don't see that, 1.8 million, 2.5 million sold. You don't see that anymore because of it. I mean, it's a lot of things at play, but nobody out there doing that shit. Ain't nobody making songs like that where it's hitting that many people no more. You know what I'm saying? They get downloads and shit now.
It's because
but
of
to
the
have
question I asked in
1.8
y'all
million
answers,
people
JP.
go to the record store and buy your shit, that's crazy.
Because they not being themselves, JP. That's why. Because look, the two guys that everybody resonates with, what's their names? What names are they using? They real names. They the only two people not being a character,
Kendrick
not
Lamar,
trying to be somebody else. They're being themselves. And that's what the difference is nowadays. All you got to do is just be yourself. If you're talented, you're talented. But if you want to be this character, and that's, my other question I would ask y'all, do y'all think the artists are choosing to make the type of music we hear, or do y'all think the labels are saying this is the type of music we need y'all to bring us?
I could say it's 99% the labels that's doing it, because a lot of these cats, I think if they really wanted to, if they were really doing the music that they really wanted to do, and you take the middleman out of it and you put them, like I was just saying about the the DJs in house, you put them right in front of their audience, right? The audience is going to dictate what they want to hear from that person. It makes their music timeless. But when you have someone that has a market and they can, manipulate the market, then it doesn't make it timeless, because they're telling you based off of stats, this is what we need you to play, to write, to put out here. We need you to get that out there to them. Motherfucker, how many times you hear motherfuckers sit back and say, I just signed a deal and they wouldn't let me get creative rights. That's a real big thing. Creative rights is a big thing. That was one of the biggest things the Prince was talking about. Creative rights. He was the first person actually in history that actually had that deal. I can write my own music. I can produce my own music. Motherfuckers like, we ain't never heard no shit like that. He was trying to be able to be at a point where he can control that shit. Tommy, he motherfucker. Hell no.
You on it. Word up, Quince.
Tommy ain't
Word
my
up.
motherfucking boy. Hell yeah. That was the thing right there. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You know how motherfuckers had problems with Tommy Boy Records, man. Most definitely.
Fucking De La Soul just got just got their music released onto the
And then my
internet.
man
Like
died right after the
that.
shit.
It's
Unbelievable.
it's just
Look,
unfortunate, you know what I'm saying? But hey, man, Brother
well,
Sean,
you
I know
gotta
you still
escape.
got to get ready to go, man. I appreciate you coming up, my guy. I promise you, I
Yeah,
do.
man. I
Thanks for hanging
appreciate
out
you,
with me,
man.
man.
Thank you for having me.
And definitely make sure you tell the missus we said hello.
Absolutely, man. Much
Thanks for
respect.
having me, man. Y'all have a good night. Always a pleasure, Big Hink. Protect
All right,
yourself
big
at all
big
times,
easy.
fellas. Listen to Hink, man. Listen to Hink.
Right on. Right
Yes,
on.
sir.
I
Yes,
know
sir.
that's right. Uh
Yes, sir.
but yeah, man, damn. I love it. I love we was able to do the stream. JT, man, it was great. It was fun. It was very entertaining, I'm sure, for the people. And I'm sure
Yes,
the
sir.
people enjoyed it. And for those who weren't able to watch it live, definitely watch the playback. JR, what you got to say, big brother?
Yeah. I just want to say thank you, man. My signal was cutting in and out. I had
Oh,
to,
you
had to
good?
step outside just so I could get a good signal. I was still listening to you guys, but man, this is dope. This is dope, especially for the true hip hop heads. Unfortunately, I'm not a hip hop head, so I couldn't really chime in. But I'm gonna drop in next. I'm gonna drop in next Wednesday, man. I'm gonna see what you guys are discussing and see if I can add something to it.
Oh yeah, for sure, man. Man, you know you more than welcome, my brother. Anytime we have a show, anytime. You know you more than welcome. But
Absolutely.
we definitely
Appreciate
gonna
you,
wrap
bro.
it, brother. Hey, be safe and enjoy the family.
I appreciate it. Thank you, sir. And you guys enjoy
All
the
right.
evening too, man. Make sure y'all like and subscribe, man. Make sure y'all get those likes up. Make sure y'all share the stream as well.
Yes,
Thank you, my
sir.
guy. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Oh man.
All
Man.
right, ain't guys, JT.
All right, man. Take it easy, bro.
All right. Be easy now. But man, hey, JT, we had fun tonight, man. I ain't gonna lie. You know, I didn't know how long it was gonna go. I thought it was gonna go hour and a half, 2 hours. Man, we
Yeah.
right now at that 3.5 hour mark. But I said, we gotta have
Yes,
this
sir.
conversation, baby. It's the anniversary.
Absolutely.
We got to have this conversation.
50 years, bro. 50 years. We both right there. Growed up with it. Growed up with it. Hey, man, we might have to get another stream on this one right here. Cause we got a couple of angles we can hit this mug from Hink. Got a couple of things we'll
Definitely for sure, man. You know, definitely for sure. And you know what, I might even bring my son in on it. I don't know his comfortability of doing it, but just let him talk about some of his demographic music and give him a chance to talk about it. Because like I said, I can't listen to it long enough to really even give it a fair review. I ain't gonna lie to you. I mean, because once they start talking stupid and saying silly shit, it's gonna lose me, and I'm gonna get turned off, and then it's over.
Yep. It's a
So,
done deal. Yeah, I ain't got
So
enough patience for it.
I'm about to get somebody with some different expertise and a better tolerance for this bullshit they put out there in 2023.
But I would love to have a conversation with him, tell him to get a couple of his friends up, man, and they can actually, they ain't gotta be apologetic or nothing like that. You know, they just come out here and tell why they like what they like. Shit, it is what it is. It'll be dope. I mean, music is music, but like you said, Hink, this is the thing, because they try to compare us with our parents. Our parents wasn't doing hip hop. That's why. Like they said, what we had going on was a fad. It was. They said this shit wasn't gonna last. It was gonna go right back to Marvin Gaye and Stevie Wonder. That's what it was gonna go back to. Never happened. It never happened. So with our children, it's something our generation built, and we're looking at them like y'all fucking it up. We giving you the torch. You didn't take the torch, and you starting to burn each other with it. You out here doing retarded shit with it. You know. So, but I would love to have that. I think it'll be easier if we can actually have some. I just want to try it, some type of discord with their generation, because I don't and I try not to be myself. I try not to be critical, but how do you do that when you see that it's blatant for one, it has no quality to it, and for two, it's attacking our young folks to detriment. You know what I'm saying? It's like, no, this shit is fucked up. So the craziest thing is, man, they got so many talented people out here and so much good music that's still out here that it's just not being promoted. And that's what I see. That's not being promoted. The good. I don't think we went short of good artists and good rap artists and good musicians. I don't think we became short of that. I think it probably increased by probably about 8%. Shit, I don't know, but they're not being promoted. And it was kind of like how it was with us. We should know how that felt. Like we were saying earlier, when when you got people like X Clan and Poor Righteous Teachers and KRS-One and all these other guys that was out here had a different way on how they looked at how hip hop is supposed to be, and they were not being promoted. You know what I'm saying? So we should see how it is with the artists that's out here too, and they're not being promoted. And it's even worse now because they have the right to promote themselves. But what would happen on YouTube? They can get shadow banned on here now. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is when it comes down to that, man. But I'd love to have the conversation, man. I'd love to have a conversation.
Oh, for sure, man. Yeah, and again, we might touch bases on it. Maybe even sometime next month.
Yeah.
We may have to do this again because like you said, it's so much details we could really get into. You know what I'm saying? And play the little games like, okay, whose lyric is this? And we recite a lyric. We try to guess the lyric of the name of the rapper.
Hey man, look, I have a hip hop. I got a hip hop game. We can actually.
Is that right?
Yeah, I got a hip hop game. We can do hip hop
trivia.
What's
it called?
Hip hop trivia.
Oh, okay.
Hip hop trivia. I got it downstairs right now, man.
We probably need to kind of clam up because we giving out our ideas. We don't want to do too much brainstorm on the public side. But we definitely gonna have that conversation. But something like that would be nice. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, but we gonna talk about that more.
Absolutely.
We can talk about it on another day. We got each other's contact and we can always make it happen. But yeah, it's it's look, the reason we did it. Well, I'm gonna let it be known. Reason we did JT really brought up. I was talking about something, and then you was talking about we need to do a show together about about rap and all and music and shit because we was talking about music or something. I don't know if we was talking about like an album I was displaying something. I don't remember, but you brought up and then what you said. I'm like, the light went off. I'm like, shit, yeah, it's the anniversary, 50th year anniversary. Why the hell not have a show doing our top 50 rappers?
Yep.
Why not? Great idea. I said, JT, I got to make sure JT in it. I said, and for y'all to know, I had a rash JT. Get measured. Black man for the JT. Do this. I see him on show. I send him a message. I said, man, call me, hit me. I heard him number. Contact me.
Yes, sir.
It took me a while. I had to be persistent. I felt like that dude trying to get at a chick, harassing him. But I got more consistency, and I finally got a call. And now you see the finished product, right? You see the finished product.
Yes, sir.
This is what we have. But yeah, man, another great show, man. I appreciate the people from What We Know podcast family and the people from the basement family, the dwellers from the basement. Hey, I appreciate y'all rocking with us. You know what I'm saying? We want to, like I said, do something different. Ain't too many people talk about this. They talk about everything that's going on social media. Now that we hear about this young lady, this story coming out that her story was not all the way up front.
Right.
Wasn't all the way right. And there were some lies being told, some manipulation going on. So now, they're going to be talking about that, talking about relationships, talking about the community tie, talking about how broke we are, or how I'm a six-figure dude, I'm a high-value man. I'm a chick who don't deserve a clown or a dusty or bandit, as they call them now. They talk about everything else, man. So I want to be able to do something that's gonna, break the monotony. That's why I
Yes,
talk
sir.
about sports on Monday, right?
Yes,
Just
sir.
to do something different. That's my safe haven. That's my safe place. Talk about music. I love music, not just rap. I love R&B. I love soft rock. I love classic rock. I love a little bit of up tempo jazz. I love
Mhm.
listen to, a little bit of country here and there.
Yep.
And so we talk about some music, man. It's all good with me. But just
Universal
want
language, man. That's a
to,
universal
yeah,
language, bro.
just want to do something different, and like I said, to have some fun with it.
Yep.
But at the same time, I'll make sure I definitely want to continue to teach lessons, especially to these young brothers out here.
Yeah.
So, brother, I'm gonna give you the opportunity, man, to give your final thoughts, brother. To give your final thoughts. Let me get the final thought music going. Speaking of music, we got the